All right. Hopefully the mic is good. I was hoping I'd see you, Miss Axtel. You didn't lose your mod, by the way. I had to switch some things around. And for some reason, your mod got taken, but your mod is back. So good to see you. Good to see you, Rhonda. I don't know how the webcam looks, guys, really. To me, it looks a bit more grainy than the other laptop. But to be fair, how is the sound, though? Can you hear me loud and clear? That's the most important part. Like, how's my audio? That's what I care the most about. You know what I mean? All right, cool. Because on I say payday. Well, we all know I'm on government assistance, so whatever. But on my payday, I'll have enough money to get a webcam. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody just gets a laptop to use that webcam, right? They save money or do whatever they do, and they get another webcam that they can use. So if it looks a little grainy, guys, or whatever, it is what it is. I'm happy and thankful. This is the new laptop that Unfiltered got me, the MacBook Pro or whatever it's called. So, a lot of computers, bro, unless you get really super expensive one, guys, it's not going to come with a fucking banging ass cam. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, so long story short, that's where we're at. Hello to everybody. It's hard for me to kind of explain my bipolar. So I was actually running across a YouTuber that I kind of follow, and they have a great way to explain bipolar. And so the different stages, like no, you don't do that now. God dang these cats, bro. Sleep your ass. Go away, man. Shoo. Can I get like 10 minutes? God, terrorists, bro. All they do is eat, sleep, and shit and fuck with me. Anyways, so we're gonna listen to something real quick. It's not a long, listen session here, guys. But this guy breaks down bipolar in different stages of bipolar. And I want people to listen. And I especially want people who have seen my crash out, right? Whether it's way back, right? The initial crash back, like in October, and then a few weeks ago, right? Where I'm like, I'm going to go to the bridge and I'm going to act a fool, right, guys? Everybody knows at least that one, right? So, because some people are like, oh, William's faking. How could William go from here to here? Because it's not like simple, guys, right? I've got community. I've got stuff I'm trying to do. I'm still bipolar. It's not just, I'm just not bipolar, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this audio for you guys. I might pause it here and there, but I really want you guys to listen what this guy is saying, and then look at me and look at my actions since you've known me, okay? And then think to yourself, was William going through some of this? That's all I want you to do. Just be subjective or object or whatever that word's called, but just listen. And so I'm going to play this, and I hope it's loud enough for you guys to hear. If you don't hear it too well, can you let me know? And if you hear it well, could you let me know? I just want to make sure that everybody can hear this. I want everybody to pay attention to what he's saying, and then look at my actions since you've known me, period. Whether it's way back in October or it was last week, right? I really want you guys to just think about it. Honestly, that's all I'm asking. So here we go. If the audio is good, please let me know so I know that I need to turn it up or turn it down, please.
Greetings and welcome back to Polar Warriors. I recently had a viewer suggest that I talk about the different types of bipolar mania, so that's exactly what we're going to do today. People who live with bipolar, like I do, have nearly a 100% chance of experiencing some form of mania throughout their lifetime. The differences between the various types of mania can be subtle because there's a lot of crossover symptoms. It's important to know about mania because a bipolar diagnosis is primarily based on how we experience the mania and not so much the depression. I don't need a long introduction, so let's jump right into it.
And that's a big thing. So there are people who bipolar who do have the depression, right? But a lot of people think that it's really just depression. It's a lot more than that. And sometimes it might not even be depression. It's a whole nother thing. So
first type of mania is hypomania. Hypo means under or less than. It's actually a milder form of mania that lasts for at least 4 days. It's experienced by people with all the different types of bipolar disorder. When I experience hypomania, I might feel extra confident, more productive than usual, more social, and even more creative. I can usually remain somewhat functional, which makes it harder to see it as a problem. I used to think hypomania was my baseline and wouldn't, quote, feel like myself if I wasn't slightly elevated. I might do a bunch of cleaning.
That's true, Vic. That is true. But it's not always that. Like for me, so it could be that for you, but it's not always just depression for me. So that's why I'm trying to have you guys listen to what this guy's saying, because he is just so knowledgeable, man. And I'm glad I found this person recently, because it's hard for me to explain what I go through. So I'm just trying to have you guys listen to this guy. He's going to go through some different stages. And again, I just want you guys to see my behavior and actions since you just knowing me. You know what I mean? And then this is for a lot of people who don't have any idea or whatever. I'm having people listen here. So
start some new projects, go out with friends, or work more than usual. I definitely talk a lot more when I'm hypomanic. I can also be a little impulsive with things like my money or making bold changes in my life. It just doesn't get so extreme that I experience psychosis or need hospitalization. People with type 2 bipolar experience hypomania, but they don't go beyond that into full-blown mania, which I'll talk about next. So the second type of mania is mania, or also known as full-blown mania or classic mania. This one is reserved for people like me with type 1 bipolar disorder. In fact, what sets bipolar 1 and bipolar 2 apart from each other is the way the mania happens to manifest. I'm not going to get too much deeper into the different types of bipolar, so we can stay focused on the different types of mania. Full-blown or classic mania can severely impair my daily life, and it's landed me in the hospital several times. When I'm manic, I can get extremely euphoric or extremely irritable. It just depends on what's happening in my brain. Sometimes I can go days without sleep.
You know, the irritable, remember irritable? And I hadn't even listened to this, you know what I mean, before. And I would always tell you guys I would just wake up irritable, you know. I just wake up irritable, you know.
And still have plenty of energy. I tend to have grandiose beliefs that I'm destined for greatness, and my self-esteem gets super inflated. A lot of the choices I make are risky and impulsive, like spending sprees, reckless sexual encounters, quitting jobs, moving, starting huge projects, etc. Mania is basically like hypomania on steroids. It lasts for at least a week, but can go for much longer if not properly treated. If I'm not careful, sometimes the mania can progress into psychosis or psychotic mania. And psychotic mania is the
psychotic mania. Boy, I wonder what he's about to talk about. Definitely pay attention to this one, huh?
Third type of mania we'll discuss today.
Hey,
This
love.
is when mania becomes so extreme that the person loses touch with reality. I've been there more than once, and it's scary as hell. It can last for days or even months if the bipolar isn't treated.
Months. It could last for months. So some of you guys remember the crash out, the initial shit in October, right? And then how long? Like, really, how long was I on one, man? I was on one, bro. I was on one.
In psychosis, I can get severely delusional, super paranoid, and extremely impulsive. I might believe I'm some kind of celebrity, god, or savior. I might believe someone is watching me or I'm being conspired against. It's such a nightmare experience.
Conspired against. Everybody always heard me talk about Otso. And for those of you who don't know, you know, I always talked about Otso. Shit. And this is I didn't even know this guy was going to be saying that. I mean, I just found this video. I wanted to play it for you guys. I wanted to see, and so you guys can point some stuff up. But man, damn.
Experience. I've quit careers, financially devastated myself, cheated on partners, destroyed possessions, and threatened others. I'm very lucky.
Threatened others. Well, that we can fucking put that on the checklist of what William did.
That I don't have visual or auditory hallucinations because many people do. I've been hospitalized nearly every time I was psychotic, so I do everything in my power to prevent psychotic mania. Proper treatment and early medical intervention have been paramount for me. The fourth type of mania is mixed mania, or also known as dysphoric mania. Dysphoria is the stark opposite of euphoria, which is feeling intensely happy. People with bipolar 1 or bipolar 2 can experience dysphoric mania, and it's a nasty one. Picture being severely depressed, but crawling out of your skin with mania at the same time.
So Vic was right. Type 1 and type 2 depression.
Or rapidly switching between the two. Some describe it as being miserably energized. I get racing thoughts like with other forms of mania, but they tend to be much darker and can center around self-harm. I also have serious problems sleeping and don't feel rested the next day. I get really impulsive, panicky, and have this strong sense that something is very wrong with my life. It's like the worst of fight and flight at the same time. One of the worst parts for me is the irritability, agitation, or rage that can accompany a mixed episode.
Weirdly enough, I'm not trying to be emotional, man, but like I'm listening to this shit and I'm like, I never listened to this, guys. I just seen it. And I was like, I guess I should have listened to it and been more prepared for what I was going to hear, because again, guys, you know, some of you see me in person. You guys have seen me across the country from October to now. Some of you just seen last week to now, or I don't know. But when you listen to this shit and people say, and I don't care what people say, I'm just saying, people like, oh, William's faking bipolar. Well, I must have been real good at it, guys, because if you look all the way back to October, you look at the shit now, I'm fucked up. Like, he's explaining 10 different shit, and I'm like a mixed fucking bag of bipolar, man.
Like I said, crawling out of my skin. When I'm horribly depressed but have the manic energy to do something about the depression, I tend to make really poor self-destructive choices. I might start abusing substances, engaging in self-harm, or driving recklessly without a seatbelt, among other things.
Hey, chat, is drinking a whole bottle of fucking liquor on an Unfiltered show, you think that's abusing substances? I don't know. Is it?
having the energy to act on harmful impulses makes this type of mania very dangerous. Many people get arrested, assaulted, or end their lives while dysphoric. This illness can be so unforgiving. The next type of mania I want to explore is substance-induced mania, and this can happen with any form of bipolar disorder. I've experienced it many times. I was initially misdiagnosed with typical depression, and they put me on a standard antidepressant. It sent my mania through the roof. I was treated for...
I want you guys to listen. And again, I've not heard this shit. This is a dry reaction, man. Everybody was saying, William, get medicated, get medicated. And I get it. There's probably some good medications out there, but he's literally explaining, because they've tried putting me on some medications in the past, and it, let me tell you, it wasn't good. It was worse.
Low testosterone once, instant mania. Steroids, mania. Stimulants like Adderall or Ritalin totally caused mania. And I won't even get into my drug experimentation days. Up to 60% of people with bipolar will struggle with substance abuse at some point in their lives. Substance-induced mania is basically identical to classic mania. It's just triggered by external factors. Moving on to the sixth type of mania. This would be seasonal mania. Now, I know it feels like there's a disorder for everything, but seasonal affective bipolar disorder is the real deal. People with bipolar 1 or 2 can experience intense episodes triggered by seasonal changes. I have my worst manic episodes in the spring and summer months. In fact, most of my hospitalizations happen during the spring and summer. I never noticed the pattern until I heard about seasonal mania. Now my cycles make a lot more sense. Longer days, increased sunlight, and more social events trigger mania. Now, what about the winter months? As the days get shorter, my depression starts to sink in. I always wondered why the holiday months were so hard for me. It's like clockwork. Mania in the summer.
So for people tuning in, if you've missed the initial part, or if you get here late, basically what I did is I come across this video of this dude that is just super, just knows how to say things, knows bipolar, and knows how to put it out there. And he's basically talking about 10 different stages or different parts of bipolar. And so what I wanted to do is play this real quick for everybody, because there's certain people, and again, I don't care, but there's certain people who are saying that Will just is made this shit up, that he's just fucking, you know. So man, I didn't think I'd be a little emotional. I almost wanted to cry on stream, bro. Like, I'm listening to this shit, I'm like, damn.
Depression in the winter. That's the essence of seasonal mania. The seventh type of mania is ultradian, or rapid cycling mania. It's associated with both bipolar 1 and bipolar 2. My technical diagnosis is bipolar type 1 with
My goal with this shit, and I don't give a fuck who makes fun of me, man. My goal with my channel, man, is to try to help people. Hopefully somebody somewhere, whatever. I got to get better at doing the hashtags and all this shit to put my channel out there. I know I got my community, but man, I hope I can reach people, you know, because I lost good friendships, man. I lost good friendships.
Features and rapid cycling. Rapid cycling is defined as having 4 or more bipolar episodes in a year. I have way more than that, but each person has their own brand of bipolar disorder. It's basically when mania and depression cycle extremely fast. Sometimes it can happen within...
So for everybody tuning in, you kind of missed the initial part. I'll say it one more time because this little video is almost done. But I found this video before I got on. I was kind of just scrolling through some shit, and I seen this, and I was like, well, let me see what this guy's talking about. I had no idea. This guy has explained better shit than my own fucking doctor. My own doctor doesn't do shit for me. Oh, here's gabapentin. Have a good one. Listen to this shit. Holy fuck, man. And for those of you in here, you can just look at William from October and then through all this shit. Like,
hours or a single day. Some of us can feel manic in the morning, depressed by the afternoon, and then manic again at night. It's pretty wild. Rapid cycling causes serious emotional instability, and it's harder to treat. Med changes can trigger it, stress, sleep deprivation, substance use, things like that. Now for the 8th type of mania. It's called unipolar mania.
So guys, there's 10 types of mania. There's only a few, or from what he's talking about, there's only a few more minutes of this, and then we'll get back to the, whatever. But so there's just a few. I know this isn't entertaining to people, right? But maybe somebody will click on this video and needs this video, So for the normal crowd, I'm sorry, but also at the same time, I wanted people to look at me, from what they've seen me and the things I've done since October, and listen to what this guy's saying. Because the big thing is like certain individuals are like, William never said he was bipolar. He said he was diabetic. This bipolar shit's a joke, right? Hateful people. I don't care.
And it happens in rare cases to people with type 1 bipolar disorder. It's where someone only experiences manic episodes but never has depressive episodes. Mania without the crash might sound appealing, but most of us tend to do the most damage in our lives while manic. To me, it sounds like a nightmare. Being chronically hyperactive, impulsive, and grandiose, that would severely impact my relationships and jobs. We are almost at the end of the list today. Number 9 is euphoric mania, which can happen to people with type 1 or type 2 bipolar. The word euphoric means feeling intense excitement and happiness. This blissful type of mania feels incredibly good. It's like feeling invincible, super happy, and that the world is perfect. Many describe it as like having a once-in-a-lifetime spiritual awakening or an enlightening experience. When I get euphoric, I'm super enthusiastic and I'm way more social. My level of productivity goes through the roof and I feel extra creative. The downsides are not having any regard for consequences. And of course, the potential of experiencing a devastating crash. Hypersexuality is also a big problem with euphoric mania. Hookups, cheating, risky sex. Euphoria isn't all puppies and rainbows. It can be downright toxic and dangerous.
Risky sex, I was on Unfiltered shit talking about I lick the pussy, I eat the pussy, gone to her for syphilis. I mean, there's the risky sex fucking part of it.
Even requiring hospitalization. The last type of mania we're going to explore today is agitated mania, which goes hand in hand with bipolar 1 and mixed episodes. It's basically mania with extreme anger, irritability, or rage. Normal anger has a specific and reasonable cause. Bipolar anger often doesn't. Agitated mania can also cause nasty paranoia and extreme restlessness. This type of mania is among the most destructive for me personally. It ravages my relationships and turns me into the worst version of myself. I'll say or do a bunch of things that become heartbreaking regrets when the crash comes. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, 10 different types of bipolar.
Wow. So, anyways, you guys, some people dropped out of chat. That's cool. I don't care. This video will be out there. Um, so basically that was 10 different, I guess, explanations or stages, or I mean, I understand why some people still have hate for me, right? Because that's what it is. It's not that they don't forgive, right? It's that they just literally have hate. If somebody did some of the things that I did, to me, but to my friends, right? I'd have probably I'd have beat I'd have beat my ass, right? I'd beat I'm just saying. Man, I've had to tell people in my life recently, for the last, I don't know, I think month or so, about once a week, I go to a D&D game. It's a Dungeon and Dragons. It's a real life. We got a game master. It's kind of I mean, you'd have to know, but it's a group of people that just hang out, drink a couple cold ones, and play D&D. Man, it's hard to explain if you don't know. But I went in and I said, man, look, guys, I'm bipolar, right? And it was nice because there was a couple of people there that, hey, man, I got a sister that's bipolar. The game master was like, man, my mom goes through episodes, and I'm like, wow, it was just so it was scary to fucking do, man. Because again, I feel like if I could have told people back before this fucking crazy crash out I had in October, I'd still have these friends, right? And I can understand why I don't, right? And again, man, I want my channel to be able to help somebody. That's my goal, right? But listening to that it sucks, right? Because I've experienced almost all of that fucking shit. So I'm like the whole ass bag of bipolar, man. I'm just thankful that I'm thankful for all you guys. I'm thankful for the people that haven't showed up today because it's early, right? It's earlier than normal. But they'll be able to see the video. A lot of them kind of watch it later. I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for the people that have forgiven me. But I want to make this known, right? Chris and Danny, they have an agenda against me, and that's fine. But I want people to know, everybody else to know, that literally everybody I could hope for that would have forgiven me has fucking forgiven me. And I'm not just saying Tommy. Tommy was a big one, right? We got Nico, we got Ground Zero, we got people off screen that you guys don't really hear about. We got Haley, forgive me, right? Miss Axtell. I mean, people in this chat, like, so many boots on the ground. Literally 99% of motherfuckers are forgiving me. And you know what? That's the best, or the least I can ask for, and I'm thankful for that. So they've diagnosed me bipolar almost my whole life. I am literally on Social Security and food stamps and fucking what is it called, healthcare and all this shit, because my diagnosis is bipolar and PTSD. And my doctor is fucking me. Zero type of help other than some fucking gabapentin that is literally fucking me up. I'm starting to have a short-term memory. Like, I remember all the old shit, but I could do something yesterday and forget about it. Or not remember. You know, I'm going through some shit off screen, man, that I don't know what the fuck my doctor's doing to me. I don't know what their agenda is, man. Are they trying to kill me? And I'm being honest, and I'm not being paranoid. I'm just saying, man, I'm like, my homeboy comes over, right? We're hanging out yesterday, cooking some food, talking about some shit, having a good conversation. And then I say some shit, and he's like, bro, we were just talking about that like 5 minutes ago. I mean, what's going on? Like, but he is such a great friend. He's been with me, man. You guys want to talk about somebody who shouldn't be my friend no more? Is the dude I'm talking about. You want to know why? He comes over a lot. We cook, we hang out, video game, we go to movies. You know, it's my homie, right? And one day he's cooking and banging around, making some food for us and shit. And I just snap on him, right? I just snap. I'm irritable. I fucking snap. It's embarrassing to say, but I got to say it, man. I literally tell my own friend to his face, I'm going to stab you. Who the fuck says that to their best friend, man? No, I was never gonna, like, there was no knife in my hand. There was like no actual threat, right? But who the fuck says that? He just goes back to cooking. Okay, Will, but you know what, man? Sorry, so anyways, that situation happened. He just went back to fucking cooking, man. I went from saying I'm gonna stab you to we're eating cheeseburgers and shit and playing video games, man. Who the fuck does that? And how the fuck do I still have that friend? So I'll get to these comments. You know, I'm just kind of talking right now. You guys know me. My own friend of years, I'm like, I'm going to stab you. These people I met in October, Tommy and them, all those dumb fucking threats. And, you know, the FBI did talk to me, right? And while my words were stupid, man, I don't know what the feds do. I don't know if they look through your browsing history or what. I don't know what a Fed investigation really looks like. But when they talk to me, they're like, "Hey, Will, you want to hurt yourself? You want to hurt anybody else?" And I said, "Fuck no." And there's no, you know, I'm in the system, guys. Like, cops know. Everybody knows. You know what I mean? I'm not saying in the system is like I'm some crazy. You know, I'm just saying they just know William. And so, but there was no actual actions that they could see that I would take. There's no history of me hurting people or doing these type of crazy fucking things that I say. And you know the most fucked up thing though, too, is I forgot the acronym of the certain police that are supposed to show up when my name is ran. Like if the cops actually know, hey, this is William Napier, there's this particular cop, a group of cops in Portland who are supposed to show up and talk to me. Just because they understand or they've been trained for mental health stuff. Instead, I get a Nazi-ass fucking Antifa cop. But luckily, you know, I fought cops, guys. I fought cops. That's why these cops came to the house when Tommy was out here about the blanket. And they were like, we're not going to shoot it out with this dude. We're not going to fight for whatever the fuck with this dude for a blanket. And I'm not happy to say any of this, man. People say, why don't the actual police show up on William when he's crashing out? People are calling 911 on me. Because I wanted death by cop a couple years back during COVID. I was ready, man. My counselor called the police. He wanted to know something wild, man. The police called me. How you doing, William? Hey, fuck you, bitch. Come on. Death by cop, motherfucker. He's like, William, we're not doing that. Like, do you want to hurt yourself? Or are you going to hurt anybody else? Nah, man, I want you to fucking kill me. The motherfucking cop hung up on me. Again, remember, this is mania, right? So the cop hangs up on me, and I'm like, did this motherfucker just hang up on me? And you guys are thinking, well, why the fuck did the cop hang up on William? But you got to realize he was asking me. Remember, they know my crash outs. They know my bipolar. So he was calling me, are you going to hurt somebody else? I'm like, nah. Are you going to hurt yourself? Nah, but I want you to do it. So he hung up on me. And I sat there for a minute, and I'm like, did this motherfucker hang up on me? And then that super mania within that amount of time was here. So I'm not proud, man, or think it's funny or cool that cops will show up and be like, well, we're not going to engage with William. Because it's on the little screen whenever they probably run my name. Oh, death by a cop. That's probably why all these fools roll up on me crazy like they do, like on the bridge, right? And I'm thankful that the second cop, and again, guys, I'm good on the beat. What happened on the bridge as far as I have no new charges. I'm good. The courts are going to see that I did my community service, so I'm good. But I'm thankful the second cop, man, didn't give me new charges. Let me call, like, because people are saying, in a video, and I love Unfiltered, right? That's my homie now. But some people were making comments like, Will must have known the way he was acting because he was because the way I looked shook when this motherfucker was talking to me. But I was shook for two reasons. One, because of my kitties, right? I'm like, oh shit. I see how this cop's acting. My kitties, right? I'm fucking concerned. I was dumb. I shouldn't have been on that bridge, guys, to risk my kitties, right? 3 days without eating. What is it? 3 days without water? I don't know what it is, but it's fucking scary, man. So I was scared about that. And then I'm looking at this cop, and I'm literally spray painting over blank cops, blank ice, death to America, homie's address. And I called Tommy my homie. He doesn't reciprocate, or what's that word that? He's like, Will, I see you. Hey, you're cool. I'll give you some love, and good for him for that. I still feel like he's a friend. Sometimes you lose a friendship. Doesn't mean you lose a friendship. The other person is like, well, you know what I mean, bro? You done fucked up, So I'm like, my homie's name's over there. Like I'm fucking spray painting all this shit. And the fucking cop, bro, is a straight up. I never believed when people would say Antifa cops or Tifa cops or whatever the fuck it is. I really wanted to support the police. I really did, guys. And I still do, but the thing is, this motherfucker rolls up. Well, what are you doing? What does it look like? Well, that's their free speech. Well, motherfucker, it's my free speech to cover it then. If they can fucking put it up there and that's free speech, I could take it the fuck down, right? Oh, no, man, we caught you. Yeah. And you caught me because my chat's right. And everybody across the internet's right. I thought, nah, man, it's not Pam or it's not fucking Fat Mike, you bitch. I thought it was somebody that saw me going down the street in my neighborhood. What? Why is this motherfucker in broad daylight tagging? Because that's the kind of neighborhood I live in, right? But no, it was Antifa. And you know what, man? I can hold W's because, for one, all I wanted to do, guys, and I'll get to the comments, man. I'm just trying to speak my truth. When I went to the bridge, when they had the flag wave, I wanted to do multiple things. I wanted, one, to prove that I'm not violent. Because if William was, right, I wouldn't be fist bumping and try to say I'm sorry to people in real life. I took him Gatorade. I took him a flag, that flag, you know, the one where it's Trump you missed, where he's wearing the shades and shit, you know, boom. And then I just wanted to go home. That was going to be it. Like, hey, man, I want to actually say sorry to your face, not just over the internet. I did that. Most of them forgave me, which is great. I got to meet your mom, which is pretty cool. You know, your mom's an old school from like the Patriot Corner movement. So I got to meet her, which was cool. Gave her a little hug. That kind of warmed my heart. Cause I got a lot of love and respect for your mom. But anyway, so I went down there to do that, and then I was going to go home, but I seen the motherfucker on the bike, bro. And if anybody out there knows what to look for and knows the crazy Antifa, it's fucking me. Believe me or not, I don't care. So I'm watching this dude, man, and I'm watching this dude. You remember he's over there behind the tree. Some of y'all saw the video when I was live over there, of course, right? Because everybody's like, oh, shit. Like, what the fuck is William actually doing, right? Like, I understand, right? Because I had made these threats. So everybody's tuning in, right? Like, oh, shit, right? But I'm filming this dude, man, and he's hiding behind a tree, and he's doing this, and he's doing that. He's trying to go over to another Patriots car who doesn't like me. The dude don't like me. I did try to say I was sorry to his mom and his family and stuff and him, but I understand. If people hate me, man, I understand. But like, bro, there's a lot of things. You're not going to come to my neighborhood and be a fucking terrorist, whether I'm political or not, whether I'm involved with this group or not. But at the same time, you're not going to do this shit in front of me, man. And so basically I diverted whatever the fuck this dumbass was going to do to their car, right? Key it, slash tire, I don't know. Because it never happened. And then I approached the dude. He's got, you know how they do this? Are they trying to scare you, bro? Are they trying to, bro? I'm all over the fucking internet. Everybody the fuck knows me, bro. What are you doing like this? Trying to be behind me behind trees, bro. So I go over there and I'm like, yo, bro. And I'm trying to talk to him. And he fucking is scary as fuck. I've never seen such a scary dude in my life. And I'm like, well, here, my name is William Napier. At least you can put a picture or whatever the fuck you're doing with your phone. You can put a name to it then, bro. And I basically just chased him around. It was goofy. So then the bridge thing happens, guys. I'm just kind of telling you the sequence of events. Again, I just wanted to go home, literally. I wasn't trying to insert myself there. Some people in chat were like, well, go over there and to hang out with Tommy and wave a fucking flag. That's fucking weird as fuck. Let's be real. Me saying sorry is great. Me trying to put myself back in that shit, not so. What? Let me build. Let me move. Let me mend. Let other people maybe see. This was only a few days into my, and it's still really considered only a few days into my, trying to be better. And so I'm like, nah. The whole goal was to go to home. That didn't happen. The situations unfolded the way they did. I went to the bridge. I saw what I saw. I went home. I was going to get a fucking screwdriver. I was going to chip away with a fucking... That's how much I wanted the shit off the bridge, guys. Everybody thought that was the stupidest thing. Fair enough. But I didn't have shit to do to fucking get the shit off. I was going to sit there for however long it took to get Tommy's address off that bridge. And I failed pretty much. I failed pretty much. And the reason I say I failed is because there's an article on the fucking internet on X of the bridge with his fucking address. And I'm probably sure it was filmed way before I even got out there to try to remove it. But still, I feel like I failed a bit. Because there it is. They knew what they were doing. And I wish I knew people that can look into cams and stuff around the area, because the same person that made the article took that film. Meaning the same person who... Listen to what I'm saying, guys, and this is for the patriots out there. Spread this. The same person that's behind Stumptown Research is the same person that took that video, and is probably the same person that spray painted the shit on the bridge. Just listen to what I'm saying. It's too much of a coincidence. So whoever's behind that on X, Patriots, do your job. That's what we used to say. Patriots, do your job. We got to find out whoever's behind that. And I wish Tommy would have filed a report, man. Get cameras. There's cameras, man, there. It does, bro. Detectives know how to get people, bro. Even if you just walk to that bridge all in black block, covered up, thinking you're hiding from shit, police can... In my neighborhood, bro, there's cameras everywhere. New Seasons, the Max runs all the way down that shit, bro. Then you got the highway. These people didn't just roll up, park somewhere way far away, roll over there and do that. Like, if anybody cared to do the detective work, and I'm saying actual whoever, police, the person can be found, because this isn't the first time that this person has done this. Everybody knows my address, you fucking punks. Come to my house, bro. Break my fucking window. Spray me, bro. So we can just end your fucking terror. So we can end your fucking terror. Sorry, guys. I'll get to the comments, man. I'm just kind of talking. Today, I'm just kind of talking, you know? It sucks, guys. It sucks I failed the situation. A lot of people are like, hey, William, I support you, man. Good for you. But I failed in my mission, man. My mission was to take that off so it wouldn't get out there, but it was already out there, guys. The video was already taken. It wasn't me. It wasn't one of our patriots. It wasn't Tommy, like they say it was Tommy. They're trying to say, oh, well, Tommy's the one that... What? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think it was Tommy. Maybe you guys know. Maybe Tommy did. I don't know. Why the fuck would he, though? That makes no sense. Not to show the internet, right? So anyways, that situation happened. And the cop, man, wow. It's their free speech. What? And days later, that's what I can't understand. But if you go out there and you cover it up, because I'm doing the work, right? I'm volunteering. I'm volunteering to remove graffiti, and the way I'm doing it is almost the same color as the bridge, and I get in trouble. And then my point is though, these pussies do these scare tactics, right? Do all this little punk shit, but instead of confronting me by myself, all the patriots were gone. And I was live for how long? At least 15 minutes, enough for them to call the cops. But you, the Antifa terrorist pussies, couldn't come and confront me. But they want the cops to be gone. But they call the cops. So we're going to get to the comments, guys. There's a lot of them. We're going to start getting to the comments. How can people not be logical? Like, how the fuck do you not have brain cells? Guys, I wish you guys could have heard the interaction from the second police officer, man. I've met some cool cops, but that dude tops the fucking list of cool cops, bro. He pulled over, went into my sealed property bag, because that's what they do. Your phone and all this, whatever your ID, whatever you get caught with, they put in a bag. He let me call the homie about my cats. He didn't press charges on me. He said, man, we're calling it an interaction. We had an interaction, found out you had a warrant, boom. When I went to court, the DA was trying to keep me in there for like 60 or 90 days or some crazy shit. And the judge was like, nah, you're good, William, you're getting out. But the fucking DA was like, death to America includes you, motherfucker. Do you think Antifa loves you? You're a DA. You put motherfuckers in jail. And then you're like, oh, let's give him 90 days or 30, whatever the fuck he was trying to do. All because they didn't realize I had done my community service. What? Let's get to the comments. Start from the beginning. We have a lot of comments, but not a lot. So again, Rhonda, good to see you. Miss Xtel, Diabolics, good to see you. Thank you guys for letting me know my sound and the video was good. I appreciate that. Or the audio and stuff. That's important. Hey Vic, I appreciate you being here. Vic has reached out to me, about the bipolar stuff. So thank you. 35 years. I know the ups and downs. Love, again, good to see you. Moon, good to see you. I'm very emotional. Whoever has experienced these episodes knows the struggle within your own mind, Vic. Very proud of you for going through the steps to learn about all this. Like, I knew I was bipolar. I knew I had some mood swings. I knew that I woke up irritable, but I had no fucking idea all that person, what the dude was just saying. And there's supposed to be kind of 10 different bipolar situations. And I'm all of them, damn near. What the fuck? It's almost scary to know that. I wanted you guys to hear what he was saying and then just think about William from whoever in here, when they first had seen my interactions, to look at William from that and then listen to this. Finding the right combination of medication can be a game changer. Counseling and support groups go hand in hand with meds. I do go to counseling. I got a peer support, a primary care. Like I've got a good team around me, just not a fucking good doctor, I suppose. Steve, good to see you. Again, keeping hopeful. Thank you. Mother, good to see you. You certainly have the paranoia, especially when you are in a depressive episode. I have a lot more than paranoia. Psychosis. Was that the word that he used? Psychotic or psychosis? Or both? Fuck, I don't know. It frightens me when you have the paranoia. Sadly, the self-hate is 100% worse. The regrets you are experiencing are devastating enough. You're doing great. Keep taking it one day at a time, helping others along the way by just being you and sharing your journey. Never surrender to the disease. Helping yourself is number one. You are on the right path. You have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself. You know, some situations still hurt me. There's a particular two motherfuckers who want to still attack me. And here we are. You have to forgive yourself. And I don't. I really don't forgive myself. Keeping a journal of key events you want to remember and advocate hard for med change. They do not know what they are doing to you either. They are hacks and just throwing drugs at a problem. Be careful. That's all these motherfuckers want to do is, because again, remember, medical for me, I don't have to pay for anything. So if they can be like William this, William that, well, guess what? They're getting all this money from the state, right? Or whoever, whatever it is it comes from. So they're just pretty much getting blank checks with William. I don't pay nothing. All my health is covered. Of course they don't. Thank you, Mother. I appreciate you. So I've brought a big bat for my troubles. You see, now all my troubles will have trouble with me. All the info you're learning is your new bat. A lot of people don't know you can still own guns being diagnosed bipolar as long as you have been committed by a doctor. Oh, haven't been committed by a doctor. I've never been in any type of what you call it, asylum, mental health hospital. Should I have? We could debate that till we're fucking dead in the face. Here's the thing though, really. So this is my reality, guys. You can believe it or not. I say stupid things. I've done a couple stupid things. I would never really hurt anybody. Not like that. And what I mean by when I say not like that, I'm saying like if Antifa was to smash my window, if Antifa was to come on one of my walks that I have to the park, that's a different thing, right? Like I would defend myself. But I'm not going to hurt nobody. Like I've started growing this very much hate for Danny, but more so Chris. And I mean, guys, a super hate. Like there was another clip again, it's another night. It's another night of them talking about me. I'm just a meme. I'm a clip. Let's talk about William. We need content because we can't do anything else but fucking drunk drive. These motherfuckers are always drinking and driving, and they got to be concerned about me. And as they drink and drive, again, I get another message on X. Did you hear this? And maybe I got to stop listening to, do you hear this shit? Because I go on there and once again, they're talking about me. They're talking about how they got rid of a bunch of mods in their channel because if anybody supports me, they're not going to mod their channel. They're not going to be friends with anybody who supports me. But guess who supports me? Tommy. And that's the dude we have all kind of gathered around and this whole thing blossomed into, right? Tommy. We can all agree with that. This is how everybody got linked up. It's through Tommy. And the one dude I did the most hateful shit to forgave me. Again, I understand what they're doing, you know. And so I'm like, bro, and talking about it gets it off my chest. But I've been growing this like steady hate because I'm like, why do they continue to come at me? It's because they have nothing else to talk about. They really don't. And you know, Angry Argonian, I forget exactly what he said yesterday when he was in here, but he's like, bro, you can only forgive until you or say you're sorry until you look desperate. And that kind of got to me mentally too, because I've so many times I've tried to say, even if they come in the chat and they say they're dumb shit, oh, you doxed our address. I don't know where the fuck you guys live. But that mania kicks in. And then I think, well, if I knew where you live, I'd go to your house. I don't know where these guys live. And so they're spreading this lie that, oh, well, he doxed me and he did this and he did, like, leave it alone, man. You're not going to get what you want, guys. You're not going to get that William again. You're not going to get that William. Now, will I come here and talk? Sure. But you're not going to get that William, man. And you know what? While it hurts me that these dudes are still on this mission, this hateful mission, and Paulie, you know, they all kind of are all together in that. Do you? Right? At the end of the day, do you? And I'm not going to, I've had conversations with people, right? And I will not ever be like, oh, well, somebody said this or somebody said that or this and that. But what I do know, quite a few people have left interacting with Danny and Chris. Maybe even some people in this chat. I don't know. And so they even made the comment last night, guys. If you go watch their video at like 6 hours and 40 some minutes, they admit they're not Christian. They literally admit that they're not Christian. But they talk about their Charlie, they wear the Christian gear. The words out of their mouth is, we're not Christian. There's no reason that Christians should forgive William. And somebody in chat said 77. I didn't know what the word or the number 77 meant. And it's a Bible verse. You know, something about should you forgive? And then it's like you should forgive 77 times. So but I was building this hate towards these guys. I was building this hate. And then I woke up this morning because I was going to play the clip and do that. But then every single morning, it seems I would wake up and it would be a clip about these guys talking about me. And I don't want this channel to be that. Right? I don't want to have to wake up every morning, listen to this, guys, listen to this, because you already know the dumb shit they say about me. Like everybody knows, the haters, the ones that support me, everybody knows So I don't need to do that. And this live, this video will be the last time I talk about these individuals. Because again, I was building that hate. Then I started getting in here, you know? And so I had to tone it out. So we'll get back to some of the comments, but you know, man, for those who missed the beginning of my stream, later when you get a chance, just watch it, because I played some audio of a guy talking about 10 different stages of bipolar, different scenarios of bipolar, and I did that for my chat. For the people who have seen me from October or last week or whatever, to just listen to that and then see, and then, man, have you seen that in William? Because I can bust out a piece of paper right here and show what my doctor fucking says. But for somebody to either go after somebody for bipolar or say they're just acting like they're bipolar, acting like I'm bipolar, for what reason? I lost all my friends. Why the fuck would I want to, what? Why would I want to act the thing, then lose all my friends? Sorry to hear you're having a tough time right now. Sounds like you might need another doctor or medications. Yep, I definitely need another doctor. I'm trying, but they make it so hard to switch doctors, man. I was going to show you guys something. I've got a pro bono, or whatever they call that, a lawyer that does like a civil, like when you sue somebody, if you win money, that's how they get their money, right? Like they get, I don't know, 30% or 33%. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I've got something going on behind the scenes. I can't really disclose yet, but I am suing a group of people, and I've got a lawyer who is actually taking that on. And so until I get more info about it and I can really show you guys receipts on a situation, I'm going to hold off on that. But I do have something incoming that I'm going to be able to tell the people watching me. And by the way, it's got nothing to do with like MAGA or anybody in the community. It's got to do with the police, the Portland police. I've actually got a proper lawsuit. Even if they did charge you for the paint, it would have been dropped. The city encouraged graffiti removal on public property. I would have never bought the paint if I thought it was part of a crime. You know, sometimes I got to own shit. And to be fair, man, I did kind of do some graffiti because, well, you saw it. It said, "Eat shit, Tommy." And what did I do? I put "Eat shit, Antifa." It said, "Death to America." I said, "Death to Antifa and terrorists." So I kind of did. We got to be fair. If I would have covered it up, we could have said I covered it up. But I did do some graffiti. I mean, I got to own it. I can't just lie and say, "Oh, it's cool." Right? I got to be honest, man, and admit shit. And so, but they didn't take pictures of that. They didn't care about. They just saw the other stuff I had spray painted over. But to be fair, I did put my own words on it. I kind of did graffiti a little. So I got to own that. Good morning, Will. Hope you're doing well today. I saw a comment about journaling. Do that. I'd keep track of your diet and sleep as well. Nobody wants to read my journal. that journal would look pretty fucking crazy. And sometimes the things you guys, here's another thing though, guys. If you tell your counselor, like say if I woke up, called my counselor, and I was like, man, there's these two gay dudes who are just continuously attacking me every night, and I want to hurt them. You know what they're going to do? They're going to try to call the cops. They're going to try to get Project Response and all these other fucking things out here. It's just going to get me in trouble. Like, just for the way you feel, if you tell certain people within the mental health community here in Portland, they'll try to put you somewhere. They won't try to talk, just be like, hey, what's going on? They're trying to call cops and they're trying to lock you up somewhere. And that's how mental health works here in Portland, Oregon. So having a journal, no thank you. Because then somebody could just go page for page and be like, well, this day William felt this way, and this day William felt that way, and then use it against me. And that's how Portland works. I got a lot of things going against me. I got that going against me. I got a doctor not doing the right thing for me. You know, I got smacked around when I went to jail. Not this time, guys. So when I got, some of you know that I got arrested in October. Obviously, that's what this harassment charge it was or about. They smacked me around and threw me on my head and shit, man, in that jail. When I got arrested that night, because of my MAGA hat. Because of a fucking hat. You didn't fail well, Will. You got the city to do their job. The Stumptown a-hole has been around for a long time, doxing and harassing and lying about people. Well, let old Stumptown do an investigation on me and put my address out there. Let me be the cannon fodder for these terrorists. Let me be let me be that person. You know, man, some people just don't have a fucking thick skin. And I could include me in there, right? Because here I am talking about two dudes who got nothing to do with me, right? I should have a thick skin. But like, you know, words, man. Words or a hat. I mean, well, everybody can love this hat. Anybody who's against this hat, we need to check their computer. I'm just saying. You know, if somebody was wearing an Antifa hat down there, I wouldn't have knocked it off their head. I wouldn't snatch it. But what they do to us, they snatch our hats. They do all this crazy shit. And I'm not saying that the right is innocent, right? I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, fuck, man. The left is still down there at ICE. That stupid motherfucker. I know Travis Bowie, guys. And it took me, and I'll get through the rest of these comments, but I know that fucking guy. So there's things that you do as a juvenile, guys, that once you become adult, they can be off your record. I was in McLaren Youth Correctional Facility. It's basically the prison for youth. And a lot of people go there initially while they're young until they're like, I believe 21 or 23. And then they go to prison, right? For everybody else that goes there, I was in McLaren, but before there was a fence around that motherfucker. I actually helped put the fence up, and not put it up, but when the contractors came in, with bulldozers and all the metal piping and shit. I was there on a tractor moving shit around because a lot of people were coming in on Measure 11. I went to McLaren on a simple assault charge. No foster home wanted me. Just think about that, guys. No foster home wanted me because I was abused so much that every foster home I went to, I would break doors and throw dishes and act a fool. Because you would go in, you'd see a smile. Oh, hello, William. We're glad to have you. And then you get abused. And I'll tell you what, man, I got so much abuse. I've got abuse I haven't even told counselors, man. Shit that nobody tells people. But anyways, so I went to McLaren on a simple assault charge. Everybody else is coming in on Measure 11s, which is like 7 years. A lot of it is 7 years. And Measure 11 in Oregon, guys, you do it day for day. And the reason why Measure 11 happened is because these gangsters were coming up from California on their third strike. They had 2 strikes. If you catch 3 strikes in California, you do 25 years. So all these gangbangers and shit were coming up here and doing murders and shootings and robberies, rape, all this stuff. And so they did Measure 11. And a lot of just normal people would get hemmed up, not just these violent. And again, Measure 11 are violent crimes. But what I'm trying to say, you get into a fist fight. If I get into a fist fight here and I break somebody's nose, that's Measure 11, guys. Literally. If I sock a dude and I break his nose or his jaw, it's a Measure 11. You're doing 7 years. Go Google the shit. And so I was in McLaren, and I remember, and the reason why I'm talking about this, I remember this Travis Bowie guy. It just took me a minute to remember. I don't know who can run names, but somebody's got to run his shit. Because I know, bro. And I'm not saying this because I don't like the guy. In McLaren, you have, and I don't know if it's still a thing, but you have cottages. When I was there, they called them cottages. And each one was a different designation. Okay. Thayer. It was called Thayer Cottage. And guess what? Everybody who was on any type of, funny business crime went there. They were protected. They had their own little walk around. A lot of the other cottages that would hang out couldn't hang out with these people because, yeah, they were on that shit. And so I don't know if people have ran his name, but I know what he was in there on some fuck shit. And the fact that he's still running around, I don't know how those charges can be off somebody's record, right? And I don't have the program, guys, to where you pay monthly and you can run somebody's name and you can deep dive on people. And then some of you guys have programs that I don't know. Like there's Patriots really that can run some shit on people, right? Maybe I've got to hit up Unfiltered because Unfiltered pulled up all my stuff. Maybe I got to hit up Unfiltered. But guys, what I'm trying to say is, man, this Travis or this Bowie guy, he's way more than bad news. And I don't know how the fuck he's still running around, man. I thought Danny and Chris would be one of the first to forgive, but they acting like you burn their house down or something. I've been impatient. It was when I was longer and a potential harm to myself, younger, I think. It wasn't involuntary, it was voluntary. Thank you for being here, by the way, Rowan. Although I don't like you muted me in one of your spaces. That was unfair. Because I don't come on these things and act a fool, Other than the other night when that governess chick was like, you were trying to do the hands thing, and I was just like, could you shut the fuck up? I've never yelled at a woman like that. It's so weird. Like, can you shut who does that? What kind of man says, dude, shut the fuck up, right? like just walk away. But I'm like, this chick, bro, is like just going on, bro. Like, just shut up. Can we move on? Like, honestly. But please don't ever mute, like, not give me a mic. Come on now. I don't come into these things with bullshit. I don't interrupt nobody. I raise my own hand. But you're going to run across people that do not like me. That's 100% for sure. Danny does not drink and drive. Danny doesn't drink and drive. Not at all. Because he wasn't literally on live last night with a mixed cocktail sipping on it. But I'll digress. Gay men are typically more savage than Catwoman when they are pissed off. For the record, I have never liked Chris and Danny's vibe. Chill out, bro. I can see it. Okay. Of course, I don't know if this person like Grampsta 1030 is an alt because this is their first time in my chat. Yeah, watch out. Watch out for William. Have a good day. Come back in 24 hours. 7 times 77 times. At least some people out there know the Bible, man. I've steadily tried. People like, find God, find the Bible. And then as I'm doing this and going to spaces and trying to fucking listen and do and learn, you got motherfuckers who say they're Christian and every night they're fucking talking on me. And they're gay. And the Bible says particular things about gay people. So what the fuck? Does the Bible fit me? Does God fit me? Because I see contradictions to the Bible in my everyday life. And I'm not saying anything about anybody here who's Christian and follows God. Thank you. And your beliefs have allowed you to forgive me and be here. I see that. But I also see the other side. And I'm like, well, which side is real? And I didn't know about that 77 thing. And I'll tell you what, if there's one thing I could take away, I'm going to remember this myself. I got to do that 77 times. In Matthew, when Peter asks if he should forgive, yes. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Diet and gut bacteria plays a big part. You're right. Diet is super important just for just normal people without a mental illness, you know? And yeah. Hey, Barbara, good to see you. I love Barbara, guys. When I was doing the MAGA thing, Barbara had my back. First dono, I'll always tell the story. When I was like, F MAGA, Barbara was like, nah, big boy, it's F you. And then when I was like, hey, you know, I came out like, hey, I'm bipolar. This is what's going on. Barbara had my back. Barbara's out there going to spaces, not happy with motherfuckers ignoring me or treat me a certain way. So, Barbara, mad love for having my back. You know, anybody could ask for you know, or for hope. Anybody could hope for a grandmother or a mom like you. I promise you that. Will, can we ponder on space travel? They dropped a bunch of charges because they don't have enough prosecutors. Neat trick. They dropped a bunch of charges because they don't have, like, what does that mean, Bob Cox? You want to elaborate? Focus on Christ and not his creation. Like, do you mean Antifa? Are you talking about me? I don't like, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand what you mean by that. We have got some absolutely ass backward police, guys. You would think a police officer would not only arrest, say, MAGA or conservatives, but also Antifa that are doing crimes, right? Literally every conservative or patriot that got arrested was pretty much excommunicated from a distance from ICE. But then these terrorists, these Antifa fucks, would get out the next day and be right there in front of it again. So man, I can't wait to tell you guys some things that's going on with me, man, because there's actually a lot of good behind the scenes. And I got to talk to somebody, and again, this lawyer, about a lawsuit that's going to happen, and like, damn. Because you guys got to know, you're intelligent. You know that lawyers, and this person got a hold of me. I didn't even reach out. They saw something that happened. They got some information. And then, boy. You know, there's cameras in Multnomah County Jail, right, guys? They got cameras. So, you know, am I thinking, you know, am I going to win a bunch of money or not? I'm not getting my hopes up. But the fact that a lawyer reached out to me and is going through on some shit, they wouldn't waste their time if they didn't think they'd get any money. So, I hope I can talk about it soon. They don't really want me to talk too much about it. Obviously, I don't know, but that'll be a great story to break to you guys, man. And maybe there'll be some justice, and maybe that'll be a trickle effect to other patriots who are conservatives. Or maybe, I don't like Antifa, but maybe an Antifa got beat up or punched around and shit by a police. I don't know. Regardless, man, it's, I got to think about it logically. And this is where I lose some people, is because if I was to get beat up and win some money by the police, and an Antifa dude was to get beat up and win some money by the police, how can I say because they're whatever? You can do the terrorist thing and they shouldn't have rights or whatever. But like the way our justice system works, man, currently, right? If it happens to me, it happens to something. No, the cops need to arrest you, do their job, put you in a cell, take you to court, whatever. If you act a fool, restrain you, put you in a chair, whatever they got to do. But to be beating up on people, man, and pushing people around and all this type of shit is not cool. Just like any relationship, a relationship with God takes a lot of work. If you need any help and understanding, yeah, your DMs are open. I know, Miss Axtell. Bad day doing chores in the rain. I'm sorry, Barbara. But I hope you got cool temperatures out there at least. You know, if it was me, like say a hot day or a rainy day, well, I'm picking a rainy day. I'm just saying. I'm not built for the heat. Don't focus on what others say about you. Focus on what Christ says about you. All people are different. Just because that guy that way don't mean that is you. If a lawyer reaches out to you, William, 100% go with it. I'm like, what? I was completely, I thought it was a troll, to be real with you. I thought somebody found my number and it was a troll. But I'm like, if you're real, can I go meet you somewhere? And they literally gave me a law office to go to in Beaverton. So I go all the way to Beaverton, and I'm still thinking that maybe, am I going to get all the way out to Beaverton? It's going to be a bunch of Antifa, or is it going to be some MAGA that hates me? I mean, I don't know. The dudes sound professional. It's a lawyer's office that I was being sent to. And so I got to sit down and talk with that person. And you know what's absolutely wild, guys? When I was talking to this lawyer, I said, how the fuck do you even know about any of the, like, how did I come on your radar? You guys want to know how I come on the radar? He said that his nephew seen me being arrested by the police on the bridge, sent him that. Somehow he dived into some shit, found out what happened way back in October, seen the complaint that I did, because I did do a complaint. You can do a complaint in jail. It's a piece of paper you fill out. Seen that I filed this piece of paper saying that I had pretty much got handled by these cops, tossed around, thrown on the ground, hit my head, all types of shit. So yeah. Anyways, guys, so for anybody who missed the first part of the video, there was some audio. We were kind of listening to some things, and it was me. This was like what is it called? Not a cold reaction. What is it where you don't like pre-plan it? You just play it in front of your chat. You didn't like off screen listen to it. But we did that, and I just wanted people to listen to kind of what this guy was saying about different stages of bipolar, and then for you guys, wherever you came across me in my journey, whether it was way back in October through the whole thing, or last week, or whatever, and then look at that, listen to that, and then think to yourself, man, was William actually going through some of these, or was it a joke? Was William just acting? You know what I mean? Is William just a good actor? A good boo-hoo, poor me type of guy? You know? And so, again, I hope I can try to help people is my goal. I'm helping myself in the process. And the biggest thing for me is, when I meet people, if it's going to be a group of people, and I know there's going to be interactions and there's going to be friendships built, whether it's karaoke or throwing darts or shooting pool or car club or D&D or all these things, right? To just be like, hey guys, it's kind of crazy to say it, man, but I just got to say it. I'm bipolar. And I've done that with I think 3 groups of people now. Even friends I've had for a couple years probably knew I was going through some shit. But I'm like, look, man, I'm bipolar. So sometimes being able to just admit that to people, then if William has a bad day, paranoid, irritable, whatever, oh, well, there's William. That's, you know what I mean? He's going through some things. He's not trying to be a mean person, a hateful person, or just crash out crazily on some stupid shit, right? These cats are going crazy. I got a bunch of cool stuff for the laptop today. I got a nice mouse pad. I got this little cooling thing. It's like a huge fan that goes under the fucking laptop, I guess to keep it cool. Unfiltered said that this one already has like an inner cooling fucking thing, but I'm like, well, I'm gonna make sure this thing doesn't overheat. So, yeah. I was gonna go out to the mall today and do some things, but I'm like, man, I feel like I want to stay home and watch a little Netflix and kick it. I used my MTG card mat as a mouse pad these days. I did use I have these binders. I've got man. If you knew, I got so many Magic cards. I got a whole ass dresser, a 5-tier dresser, nothing but huge cases of Magic cards. If I really needed money, bro, and needed $1, oh man, I can get rid of all my Magic cards. There was a one time Fat Patriot was on there, and he was showing his chat this thing, he was showing his chat that thing, and I was like, bro, I got 2 cards that might put your shit to shame. And I was just fucking with him, you know what I mean? But 1 second. Come on. But I was like, so sorry guys. I was looking for something. Sometimes I just have random shit. I gotta realize where it is. Sometimes I like to show my chat some stuff, you know. But there's just goofy shit. And there's something going out in the community right now with Fat Patriot, guys. I'm not gonna speak on it, but there's something going on, and yeah, it's a bit crazy. And there's some weird division on it with certain people, and I just don't want to, I guess, get into it because, yeah. So, anyways, well, shit, there's a glare, huh? This is a 9. This is it meant 9 on this motherfucker. I don't even play this shit, guys. I just collect shit. I do Magic the Gathering. I'm a nerd that way, but I don't play that. I don't play this shit either. That's the homie right there, though, huh? That's a fucking 10, guys. That's a motherfucker. This is pristine. A fucking 10, bro. That's just 2 of them, bro. I got a motherfucking dresser full of shit, but I don't know. Sorry, guys. That's just a random thing to show on the channel, but I'm a person that likes to try to. I was saying this on a walk one day. I do like collecting things. I wish I could show you guys my Funko Pops. They're all in storage. I've got almost 3,000 Funko Pops. But the thing is, I don't necessarily need $1. I'm starting to feel I need that because I want like a desk for my computer and a gaming chair and all this type of shit. This shit is way expensive. But I'm a person, if I get something, especially if it's a nice or a gift, I don't try to be like, well, I need maybe this. Let me sell a bunch of these things. Because once you start selling shit, bro, to make money, you're not going to get anywhere near what the shit's worth. And then in your head, you want to make money for an item. So you want to like, and again, this falls into the bipolar thing, remember? Because he was talking about, spontaneous buying shit or doing this or doing that or blowing your money or whatever. But the one thing I've been able to do is keep my shit. And so I'm a person that likes to keep what I have and not sell it for something else. Does that make sense to anybody? Right? Maybe not. I don't know. Will, you know your faults, but you're working so hard and changing. Some of us has common sense sees this. I appreciate that, Barb. Yeah, Pokemon, bro. I don't play Pokemon, bro. I tried. Listen, guys, when that Pokemon Go game came out on the phones, I was like, hell yeah, I downloaded that. Everybody was playing it, bro. So I'm in my neighborhood, I guess, right in my house, the apartment I was in, caught my first Pokemon. Woo! Caught the next one. Woo! And then the next thing you know, I look over, and by the Max is our public light rail. There was something called the gym or something. And so I'm like, what's the gym? So I clicked the gym and I got my ass whipped. I'm like, what the fuck? So then I'm like, well, let me catch another Pokemon. And then the motherfucker told me I gotta walk, bro. Like I gotta walk down the street. I gotta walk to downtown Portland. I gotta go to Vancouver, Washington to catch Pokemons. Bro, I'm lazy as fuck. So I said, to hell with that game. That's all the Pokemon I know, though. I don't. But I thought this was cool because I love hot dogs, bro. I love hot dogs. I don't even know who the fuck this dude is, bro. I don't even know who the fuck a Luffy is, bro. Monkey D. Luffy, guys. Who the hell is a Monkey D. Luffy? I don't even think my chat knows. I'm lazy. No, I'm lazy as fuck. You're telling me I gotta walk down the street to catch a fucking little turtle guy? I gotta go over here and fight some dudes at a gym who are fucking super nerds and got like Goku Saiyan or whoever the hell his name, Charizard or whatever the fucking dragon that blows fire and shit. Like I'm getting my ass whooped and all I got is a little tree monkey. And I'm not saying tree, I'm not trying to be like, I'm saying literally I got a tree monkey looking dude. And I'm getting blown away by a fucking dude that blowing fire. I'm like, bro, that shit ain't fun to me. And you goddamn tell me I gotta walk. Sorry for saying that word, but you telling me I gotta not only walk down the street, but I gotta go blocks and miles. Like I gotta go to Paris to get a certain cool Pokemon. Nah, bro. You got me all the way fucked up. You got me. No, not gonna happen. I tried. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Did you guys see me? Was it yesterday when I got this Mac, whatever the hell, and I pulled it out the box and the bitch started talking to me and I'm like, oh, hey, what? I didn't know computers talk to you, man. I'm being real with you. I didn't know computers talk to you, man. I'm like, I don't even know if I like that. I see why some people. Let me tell you something about apples, though, bro. Do not fuck around. If you forget your password, it's 10 steps. You got to do your email, your phone number, your birth date, your social security, your fucking pet's social security number, and then boom, you in it. But heaven forbid, don't forget to hit the cap locks. Oh, you got to make this password with this, and this shit. One cap, one lowercase, a number. Then you forget the motherfucker. It took me almost 2 hours to get back into this laptop, bro. Because I would enter my phone number. It's supposed to send me a code. I'd enter the code. Then I put the password. And it was just a fuckery of a situation. I know the password now. There's no doubt. But whatever you do, I see why people love iPhones and iComputers or whatever the hell these are called. Because, bro, you are going to struggle. Unless you're some good hacker or you know how to do all that shit. They're the most locked down shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'm not even lying to you. And again, remember that thing I was telling you about the gabapentin and I have short-term memory issues? I was not hitting the goddamn cap locks. I wasn't hitting the cap locks on one fucking uppercase. So I had to write the motherfucker down. Who needs to write down a password, bro? That's where I'm at in my life now. So on a piece of paper, there it is. But I was literally locked out of it. And I'm thinking, bro, what I'm going to tell Unfiltered, right? Because he's helped me through this whole thing. I'm going to tell Unfiltered, bro, I can't even get into the laptop. I'm like, what you mean? I guess I don't know my password, bro. And it's asking me for a phone number and email and all these social security numbers. Motherfucker wants to know my cat's age and eye color and shit, bro. And I'm like, damn. But I guess I kind of like it in a way, maybe. Because now once I get used to this Apple stuff, maybe a lot of my stuff will be locked into Apple. But fuck, man. Whatever you do, guys, do not forget your password. And you better make sure you got your phone number linked to your account. Because you're going to be in a lot of trouble. The motherfucking laptop at one point was telling me you got 3 ways to verify yourself. And the one option that I seen was like, you got to go to an Apple store. You said, what? I got to go to an Apple store to get into my own PC? Oh, shit. Crazy, brother. Oh, I no, I don't do that. I don't do that, Surrey, whatever the hell she's called. I thought it was my assistant. I thought it was my assistant. I'm like, yo, Alexa, shut the fuck up. I'm like, hey, bro, shut up. I don't know who it was. Motherfucker was talking to me. I'm like, hey, shut up. And I guess somebody else in chat said that, their assistant, Alexa, heard it and was like, that's not a nice thing to say. Don't say shut up or something. And I'm like, damn. So I guess Alexa doesn't like when you tell her to be quiet. So I don't know these voice commands, bro. I'm too old for this shit, bro. I didn't realize how old I was. And I just had my birthday on the 13th here. And I'm like 44 fucking years old, man. What is it, 50 and you're over the hill? Like, I'm fucking almost over the hill, bro. Anyways, I appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate the thumbs up. For those of you that missed it, if you can hit the thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. I do it all the time myself. When I go in people's lives, I'll go live, I'll be watching, and I forget just to hit the thumbs up. So I think a lot of people do, right? We all do that. We just go in a video and we're just vibing and having a great time, and then you forget to hit the thumbs up. It's such an easy thing to forget. Man, I appreciate all you guys tuning in. Really, it helps me, and it also helps the channel. It really does. The retention or whatever it's called. There are so many words, and I've been kind of watching videos to kind of better my channel, to better my interaction with you guys. And there's a lot to it that I didn't even know, bro. Like, there's a lot of crazy words. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes. And if you really focus on certain things in your channel, you can make your channel. It's all up to you. It's just some people either don't know, they get lazy, or whatever. And so, so that's why you need to get here we go. Imagine saying, yeah, how do I open a cereal box? Geyer is interesting, guys. I'm just saying, Geyer's an interesting fella. But all bullshit aside, he does go down there and gets information and tries to chase people down. So kudos for him. I don't know the word I'm looking for, but Geyer's an interesting fella. Some people hate him for whatever reason. I don't care. Unless I've got proof of some shit, bro, I don't listen to what people say I should or shouldn't do. You got to show me receipts. And then most of the receipts the shit that I don't forgive is shit like this, right? This hat. Anything else? I'm not trying to listen to the gossip and the bullshit and the pick sides and all that, but I don't fish. I haven't fished in a long time, man. Would I go fishing? Sure, but I don't fish. I haven't been fishing in don't you have to have a fishing license? Oh, so you guys know in Oregon, they were trying to make it where you can't hunt, fish, and grow food, grow crops. They were literally trying to say, I think it was, that you can't hunt, fish, and grow crops. Do you hear what the fuck I'm saying? Well, it failed. It's not going to be on a ballot nowhere. It didn't make it. It fucking failed. Like, what? That's absolutely wild. Get him on the boat, Geyer. Geyer's got a boat? Man, none of my friends want to do this in Portland. And I've got a little money saved up, but you know what I wanted to do sometime is go on jet skis, bro. But like my group of friends that I have, they're not into the water sports, you know what I mean? But damn, I'm not going to go on a jet ski by myself, you know? Who goes to a movie by themselves? I mean, maybe people do. But Will, come on the boat. Let's go out to Astoria this August. So, Geyer, you're saying, hey, let's go on the boat. Is this the same thing where you're like, let's go hang out flyers about a pedophile, and then we never did that? I don't like these invites and then them never happening. You know what I mean? That's not nice. I'd be eating salmon and crabs if I lived over there. Hey, Bob Cox, I'll tell you something. There's a place called Garibaldi. Nobody really knows about it or talks about it, but it's a place on the Oregon coast, and there's a lot of crabbing out there. At least it was when I was younger. I don't know if it's still a thing out there in Garibaldi. And it actually has a big G. You know how Hollywood has their thing? And Garibaldi has a big G on the mountain. Like, it's so huge. But yeah. Why do people hate me? What did I do? I don't know, Geyer. Again, I don't care to talk about that. And plus, this was shit months ago where people were saying whatever they said. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. But we're not getting into that. I only brought it up just because I don't care what people say about people. Bro, we shut IP28 down. Is that what it was? IP28? The Travis Jurr arrests. Another bright idea, distraction while they do nothing. My sponsor is a guide fisherman. Well, damn. I barely know how to put the worm on the hook. So, I mean, you're fucked with me, buddy. Maybe you're the guide fisherman now. Maybe you are the master. You know what I mean? You're going to have to teach me, a grown-ass dude, to do it all over again, bro. I mean, are we using fucking worms? Are we using bobbers? Are we using the fake worms? Like, what the fuck are we doing? Do we got to go dig up earthworms? I've dug up earthworms. Come on now. We can do it whatever way you want. We can do it straight from the earth, bro. And we can do it in a tackle shop. Some Bass Pro, is that what they call it? And get the fake ass worms, bro. But we're not doing no deep sea shit, bro. We're not going for swordfish and the googly eye motherfucker that's bigger than my fucking half my house and shit. That's thin as fuck, looking like Dory floating around, bro. We ain't doing the scary shit, bro. We're not doing the scary shit, brother. I'll jump out of a fucking plane skydiving before I fucking go catch the monster fucking fish, bro. Go knock on Will's door and invite him. Yeah, I could see Guy walking up to my door though. You know, he's like, hey, bro. So today he got his microphone like me ready. He's like, hey, today, guys, on the Geyer show, you know that P-Town Patriot, that crash out motherfucker. Well, he seems to have changed. Let's find out. We going, whatever. You know what I mean? I could just see him just bobbing around with his little microphone. You know, hey, you know what, Geyer? I was just talking about old Bowie, man. You got to run the dude's name, bro, because the dude, I remember him from McLaren, bro. From McLaren Youth Correctional Facility. That dude was on bad charges. And I'm about sick of that dude pressing everybody. The dude, if he would have touched my charger, bro, put his hand on my fucking shit, bro, I'm beating him up in front of ICE. I'm just saying. Like, the dude's got his shit all on you, bro. Like, I'm just glad your window didn't get broke, bro, because the way his arm was trying to lean in your car, bro, a lot of, you know, I've been to some shit where motherfucker would just grab your window like this and snap it in half. And I'm like, man, I'm glad that you fucking got away with no fucking flat tire and no, you know, busted window, man, because you were just driving by. Where the fuck did that creepy dude come from? He was literally chasing you down out of nowhere, bro. Like, he just came. Where the fuck did he come from, bro? It's like he just got summoned. Oh, Geyer's in front of ICE. He got summoned. This fucking Bowie guy got summoned, bro. Like, I don't even know where he came from. I was literally watching the video and he was like, oh, you Nazi. And I'm like, whoa, bro. Why you so hateful so early? You haven't had your first bump yet. Like, why are you so after him? Aren't you supposed to be chasing where your bump is? I don't know. Copper River salmon was the best fish I ever ate. I wonder if I know I've ate salmon, right? But I don't know if I've ever, I don't know. Shit. I didn't know salmon came in so many varieties, man. I thought salmon was salmon. You reel in a fish and the surrounding water darkens. Diabolics, I'm always going to like you, bro. I like you, Diabolics. From the start, man. I know some people, y'all fuck with each other or whatever. I don't know. But Diabolics, you are funny, man. You would always be like, William's the truth. William's spitting facts. And I'm just spitting hate. I'm spitting hate. And it ain't even facts. But you be there, oh, so William's spitting the truth. I always thought it was funny, you know what I mean? Like you would troll like a little bit, but you were funny with it though. Like, anyways, man, shout out to Diabolics, man. I think you're a funny person. It's good to have you around. Geyer, do you have wally eyes? What the hell is a wally eye, bro? I don't even want to know what the fuck that is. Motherfucker, if it's got eyes in the name, I'm creeped the fuck out already. I tried. I'm done trying. Just got set here. You're done trying. What happened? Wait a minute. Did I miss something? Hold up. He just needs friends. Tried. Barbara, you're good. I don't know why you keep saying you tried. You're good. Right? Everything's good. Nah, we're gonna go for salmon, bro. I'll eat the fuck out of salmon, bro. Now I'll tell you what, bro. I know how to cook. Right, bro? I listen, bro. I know how to fucking throw down. If we really go some fishing, bro. Oh yeah. We'll eat like kings, hopefully. Because we got to catch the fish to be able to cook the fish. Bowie is walking around down there like he's the king of the place. He is weak. There's been many times where I've wanted to go down there. Yeah. And knock him the fuck out. Again, it's just a feeling. I'm not saying I'm going to do it. It's not a threat. Oh, my YouTube goes down. William's threatening crashing out, right? Like, bro, you are absolutely insane, bro. The shit that dude does. And then when I remembered who he was, guys, remember, this is me. I don't have receipts on it. I can't run his name to prove this to you guys. But then once I realized, oh shit, this guy's got a story that's just more than what you see. I believe, guys, and again, I know people say I got to find God and I got to forgive. I've been abused certain ways, and just even outside of me being abused certain ways, I think there's certain things you do in life, bro. Fine, give it to God, but fuck you to me. Like, from me, you know what I mean? Like, it even says in the Bible a lot of times that God's the most or children's the most precious gift. And so for you know what I mean? Seeing this dude continue to be a bully in my city bothers me. And so sometimes when I see it, like when I saw the video of with Geyer that he did, because he went up to Geyer's car and was, I don't know what the fuck was going on. But I thought to myself, bro, why don't I just go down there and just knock him the fuck out? I don't need a camera. I don't need to show it on cameras and all this type of shit. But William goes down there, knocks the fool out. Guess who goes to jail? Who gets in trouble, right? So some people just need a good knocking out, right? They get clocked up a little bit and you realize not to act a fool. That's just the way it is. How many times have we seen online, guys, YouTube videos where it's like, whether it's like a high school or a bar or somewhere, and the bully gets humbled? Remember, the bully gets humbled. They pick on the wrong one handles it, and sometimes the bully is no longer a bully. Just saying. Wallies are the best eating fish. We have a Wally Fest up here in Ohio. Damn, I didn't even know what the fuck that was. Do they sell them in grocery stores, guys, or what? Is that not a typical fish in the grocery stores? I'm gonna take you fishing this August, Will. That's a bet. Hey guys. So if Geyer picks me up and we go fishing and I disappear, call the police. Oh shit. It's not funny, but it is funny. But no, I'm being serious. If I disappear, bro, call the feds. Wally is so good. It's like 2 rows of razor teeth. I can damn near cook anything, guys. And I'm self-taught. I'm a self-taught cook. I met Bowie in October of last year. He's from California. Bro. Listen, bro. Geyer, do a deep dive on this guy. Seriously. I'm sure you have. You looked into him. Look at him. Try to see when he was in McLaren, bro. Swear to God. As a youth, I promise. I'm not trying to set you down a weird path, bro. Look into the guy. I promise you. He may be from California. I'm from Detroit, and I'm out here and got put in McLaren. You know what I mean? So while you may see some things in history on him in California, I'm talking about take it back to when he was like, and again, I don't know. Some of these records do get closed as you're a youth, but look back 16, 17, 18. If you can. I don't know what resources you have. But I wouldn't lie to you, man. There'd be no reason. Send all your stuff to president. Let him see. Well, okay. Called Ghostbusters. Oh, it's Wally. Wally? Walleye? Fuck, I don't know, bro. God dang, man. Motherfucker wants to take me fishing, and I can't even say the fish name on the goddamn screen. The fuck I'm gonna do fishing? I can't even say the fish name. Sheesh. Wally. Yo, let's give a shout out to Wally. Yo. All right, I'm done trying to fuck that. We're salmon. It's salmon in this household, bro. Can't you send someone besides Portland? Good morning, Kamala. Good to see you. So you haven't done a deep dive on him, because I was super confused. Do a deep dive on him, bro. You might find some shit that will bust it all open, bro. You might find some shit that you can show the people down there. Because you remember Dustin Ragsdale, they don't really fuck with him no more. I mean, he kind of spots up every once in a while, like at Pioneer Square or somewhere. But they excommunicated his ass. You find some shit on this Travis Bowie, or the Bowie, whatever the fuck his name is. I always forget his dumbass first name. But you this Bowie guy, bro. I swear to God, bro. You might be able to sell some shit to his own comrades that'll be like, nope, we ain't having that. Geyer, there's no way Geyer can cook better than me. I'm sorry, bro. I know he's got that mic, and he goes and talks to marshals and shit. And he's a big guy like that, bro. Man, you ain't nah. Not me. I gotta tell you, there's some skills, guys, that you gotta have in life to impress the women. Okay. One of them is the blue eyes. I've got the blue eyes. You know, another one is cooking. See, everybody thinks, oh, it's the woman that's got to cook, or it's great to have a woman that cooks. And sure enough, it's great. But women like to have you cook for them too. So even if you got to get a couple frozen meals, bro, warm that shit up in the microwave, put it in right before she gets home, or you pick her up, or whatever the fuck it is you're doing, and act like you made it, bro. I don't recommend that, but if that's your only option, And when all else fails, get some Panda Express. They fucked with Travis until Sterling and I showed them what he does. Hey man, you'll be all right. Okay, I'll be back later. Hey, have a good one, buddy. Have a good Saturday. I'm married with brown eyes. I impress my wife daily. I get oh shit. Oh fuck. You guys want to know something interesting? You guys know Dr. Pimple Popper? You guys want to see something crazy? I'm going to show you guys something. It's not nasty. It's an email. Okay, where is it here? All right, so somebody like around October, November was like, bro, there's this YouTuber, Dr. Pimple Popper, that deals with keloids and all kinds of crazy shit. And I'm like, cool, this person, how would they pick me? I don't know. I thought my keloids were big, guys. I thought these were big. Oh man, Dr. Pimple Popper does keloids that are like boom. And so I'm like, once I seen the videos, I'm like, there's no way. Hey, good morning, Rick. I'm like, there's no way that this Dr. Pimple Popper would even consider looking at me, right? Because my shit is so tiny compared to what she does on her show. But so they're like, we have treated ear keloids on the show many times. We just started casting for a new season and would love to try to help you. Please send us some photos of the keloids and leave a phone number so we can get some more information for Dr. Lee. Now, maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe she sees mine. She needs, because right, people need to have episodes in the show, right? So maybe there's not anybody else around the country who's reached out to her yet that might have bigger ones than me, right? So I'm not getting my hopes up, but it's kind of cool to get an email. So I sent some pictures and we'll see what happens. But can you imagine, guys, they pay for everything, food, travel. I guess you tell a little bit about your story, and I'm already a goofy, charismatic, funny motherfucker, right? I mean, I probably got to not cuss and stuff. But obviously, if you're doing a show, right, it's more than just the keloids, right? You got maybe a little personality behind it, right? So I've got the personality, I've got the keloids. Let's see. So, again, I'm not getting my hopes up, but we'll see. What would I talk about on the show, though? So what do you do, William, for fun? Well, I say, fuck MAGA, I'm bipolar. And the next week, I'm like, I'm conservative. Nah, I play video games and I go a D&D and all these other things. But you know what I mean? Like, what do you do on the daily, William? You know? And then what if I was like, well, I've got this YouTube and I talk about bipolar, my mental health. And then people look into the YouTube and it's like some politics, right? Who necessarily wants politics on their shows, right? So I'll just have to be like, man, I love video games and I love this and I love that. But I was just being funny, guys, right? Like, so what do you do for fun? Well, I'm crazy. I say fuck MAGA one week and I'm conservative the next. Oh shit. Because you guys got to know, right? The doctor helps people, right? Obviously. But they also interview, they talk to you before the show on cam because the episode, oh, here's what William looks like. And then afterwards, what does William look like? You know what I mean? So they're not going to just take a stale ass individual. You know what I mean? So I collect Pokemon cards. Easy sell. Yo, good morning, Tin Man. Nice to see you. For anybody who tuned in, you'd have to kind of later, whenever you get bored, at some point, watch the beginning of the video. Basically, it was me bringing having audio about somebody who was talking about 10 stages of bipolar. And what I was doing is having people kind of listen to that. And then from wherever you see me, whether it was October or last week, to look at that, listen to that, and then see what you see me do and act. And then you can see for yourself, oh, you know. And again, it's not me trying to validate that I'm bipolar, because a lot of the stuff in the video I didn't realize. And it's all bipolar. I'm in so many fucked up categories of bipolar, it's crazy. Yeah, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Well, I hope everybody's doing good this morning. What the heck time is it anyways? I mean, you can't, what, there's no time on the goddamn Apple Mac, whatever the hell this is? Well, that's crazy. What the fuck? What? Whoa. The Apple Macs are crazy. Whatever these things are. So when I first got on and put the mic on, or not the mic, but the mouse, guys, it was doing this weird scroll. Like I would scroll down, it would scroll up. If I try to go scroll up, it'd scroll down. And I'm like, I had to Google how to fix that. I had to ask Unfiltered, bro, how do I make the mouse go down when I go down and up when I go up? Y'all Mac users are built different. I'm just saying. It's normal for you guys, but for me, I'm like, bro, I was all confused. And then I didn't even know how to get YouTube on the motherfucking Mac. I'm pressing this button and it's just Safari acting a fool. You can't even get rid of Safari. I'm like, God dang. I mean, I'm using Google Chrome right now, but I'm like, man. Yeah, bro. I was just like, man, I'm thinking to myself, I want to scroll through my chat up and down. I'm not trying to go down and up. I got enough problems already communicating with you guys and looking at chat. Now I can't even get the mouse to go right. Anyways, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I do. I'll be on just a little bit more, but it's already been 2 hours. You know, Unfiltered's right. I can just talk, can I? I really just talk. And then it doesn't even feel like 2 hours. Some of these motherfuckers go on for 11 hours, 10 hours, boring and stale as fuck. But I guess Unfiltered's right. He said the one thing I could do is just talk. He even said it last night. That boy's sipping the cold ones. And man, bro, you gangster and cool as fuck, bro. But you drinking White Claw, bro, and you clowning my crown? Oh nah. We don't do the water in this house. But he was like, man, he pulled up a whatever the hell he was holding, an iPad. I don't know what the hell that was. And he's trying to find topics to talk about. He was talking about, man, he believes that motherfuckers used to teleport back in the day. I'm like, that bro is tipsy. This dude talking about motherfuckers teleporting and shit, bro. Like, but he's like, man, that's the one thing I give Will. That boy can talk. He can just talk. Shout out to Unfiltered, man. Shout out to fucking we need more Unfiltereds. Everybody's like, we need more Tommies, man. But hey, we need more Unfiltereds. I'm just saying. We need more Unfiltereds. We need more Unfiltered and Raws, guys. No hate to anybody else out there. I'm just being real. And I heard there's a, what's it called? How you say it? The Town Hall Tuesdays or something. I hear those. There's a spot that needs to be filled. And I think that maybe Tommy and Unfiltered and Raw could do the Town Hall Tuesdays, right? I mean, is that an idea? I'm just saying. Unfiltered is smart as fuck. I've never seen him be mad. I've never seen him crash out. Again, no shade. I'm just saying a lot of people tuned into certain things, and then now there's just a right, there's this emptiness there. And I'm not putting shade, I'm not going to say names, I'm just saying maybe we can get Unfiltered there, right, guys? So hatching out baby quail 5 so far. Tiny little birds. Oh shit. Hey, Miss Deborah Doolittle here, guys. I mean, not Deborah. We got Miss Barbara Doolittle. We got Miss Barbara Doolittle in the house that is actually helping birth quails. I don't know at what point a quail becomes a quail. Now we're getting into like a man and a woman type thing and at birth shit. I don't know when a quail becomes a quail, but I love me some quail eggs. I'm just saying, and the cats love some quail eggs, bro. So I'm not trying to do you like that, Barb. We like quail eggs in this house. So how would we teleport? I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, supposedly the brain we have, the human's brain, could do so much more than what we do. I mean, I know that's open-ended and whatever, but I'm just, because I don't know enough about the brain. I never looked into it, but I've heard that, bro, we have so much brain. We just use a very small part that if we used our brain to the full amount, it would be crazy. Concentrate while putting 2 fingers toward your forehead. Goku will teach. Oh man, that's hilarious. Oh God, that's so funny. Just saying, when I broke my neck in Halo, they said I was faking. Yes. Okay, having screws in my head holding Halo, I am faking it. Dang. Sorry to hear that, Barbara. Glad you're still here, though. For those of you who don't know what a Halo is, most people do. We're not talking about this. We're talking about this. We're like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't, bro. You a strong one, Barb. You a strong one. How about this one? We are 4 light years away from the very closest star. How are we going to reach another solar system that has life if it takes 4 light years to reach us from the closest star? I mean, it's a good question. We don't have that answer right now. Maybe at some point we will. You know, there's so much that goes into it, right? We gotta go a certain speed, right? So not only do we got to go a certain speed, then still how long would that take? And then you'd have to be, well, how do you protect the person that's in the craft that is going that speed? Because we already see just like race car drivers and shit. We got fighter pilots. They're going through G's that are almost passing them out. So you're right. Like, how would you get, for one, how would you go that fast? If you were able to find out how you went that fast or to be able to go that fast, how do you protect whatever's inside that's going that fast? I mean, there's so many fucking layers to it. Do I think it'll ever happen? I believe if the Earth can be here longer, I don't know how much longer, but definitely a lot longer, I'm sure. But anytime soon, I don't think so. Right? And then is cryo sleep really a thing? So you'd have to invent that. You'd have to invent that. Or you'd have to go fast enough to be like, okay, guys, say goodbye to your loved ones. This journey is going to say, for example, take 7 years. Let's just say 7 years. And that's crazy. But now you got to, if they can't put you on the ship in some type of cryo chamber, now you got to have like plants and animals and a farm section. And then how do you do that without them? You know what I mean? How fast the shit? I don't know, bro. It is so deep. It is so crazy. I mean, I could tell you, give you some ideas, but what's an idea? An idea ain't shit. We could all imagine shit, but you're right, man. How the fuck do you do it? Because you're not doing light years. You got to find a way to chunk that down. And that means you're going super fucking fast. You're going insane fast. So, good topic, but I ain't got the answers. I can give some shit for people to think about, but I can't, bro. I don't even know how to tell the fucking Mac computer to shut up. You asking the wrong person. It will never happen. There's no way. We will never travel as fast as something that has no mass travels. How about fuel? I mean, it would obviously have to be nuclear, right? It wouldn't be gas. It would have to be something nuclear. Right? I mean, I don't fucking know. Damn, can I get some simple questions? Like, what's 2 + 3 or some shit? Like, you asking me like astrophysics shit or whatever the fuck it's called? I don't know. Hey, Lucy, how you doing? Yeah. Sometimes I do try to think, like somebody asks you something and you think about it and you try to process it in your head, but yeah. Hello, Will and chat. I'm late because I've been out looking for my daughter again. Anyway, noticing a spiral on a show when the co-host spot is Chat GPT. No shade. I just thought it was sad. Huh. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. At first, I thought you were talking about me, or I thought you were, I see what you're saying. Something about AI, guys, that I didn't know. And again, I won't talk about personal conversations I have with people, but I was having a conversation with a very intelligent person, and they were telling me that you can lead AI. It's like leading a witness. You know how, like in court, you're not allowed to lead the witness? You can't lead the witness. Objection. And the judge would be like, yup. You can't do that. I didn't know that you can basically lead AI. Like if I wanted to say, prove my point on a situation, I can kind of lead AI to basically give my opinion. So it's not even AI being like fair. It's like you can literally lead AI. And I didn't know that. And so I was playing around with AI myself. Bro, you can lead AI. So you can get on here on YouTube and I could be like AI, and the AI, I've already been into this. It's not like it's just a cold cut. Like I really didn't want to get into this. I'm not going to get into this. I'm not actually going to get into this. But my point is you can lead AI like you lead a witness. You know what I mean? Yo, it's unfiltered. What's up, dog? I hope you're enjoying your beach trip. Yo, hey, when I tuned into Unfiltered last night, guys, I just hit the button. And when I thought he had like an old, and I wasn't being funny. I thought he had an old school travel trailer, right? Because when I looked at it, it looked like the you know how the inside of a travel trailer from like the 80s? I'm like, oh, this dude going old school with it. And then he moved the curtain a little bit. He's like, nah, bro, I'm like in an Airbnb or whatever. But I'm like, this bro got hey, listen, man. I don't know how you can be gangster wearing the shades like you're Ice Cube, bro, sipping on fucking, what is that called? That water's called? Not Happy Dads. What's it called? Oh, White Claw. Let me put you on game. Let me put you on game, bro. When we hang out, We're not doing bottles. I'm not doing that with you. We'll have a couple, whatever. But if you have never tried Happy Dad unfiltered, we got to try a Happy Dad. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of ciders in this town though too. I like. So I mean, I don't know. And again, guys, don't worry. It's not me going crazy. At some point, me and Unfiltered are gonna hang. Matter of fact, me, Unfiltered, and Freya. For those that don't know Freya or whatever, but me, Unfiltered, and Unfreya, at some point when he makes it down, are gonna, and it's not gonna be live. We're not doing none of that shit. But we're gonna all meet up. We're gonna have steak, hang out. Well, at least get a picture. We got to get a picture. Picture's worth 1,000 words. Pictures, memories. So we'll have a picture, but we're not gonna be live. And like I told Unfiltered, there's things about me he knows obviously more, and then there's a few things I know about him in our conversations, and I told him that I would never, put our conversation out there. But what I can say is me, him, and Freya are gonna meet up at some point and have a steak dinner and hang out. So good to see you though, brother. Maybe it's not about getting there or here by speed, but other means. Well, if there was other means, oh God, Rick. So maybe it's not about getting there or here by speed, but by other means. Well, I get that. But if we're going to get there by other means, wouldn't we have had to be there at some point anyways to put the other means there? For example, teleport across the universe. I mean, I suppose maybe you put some robots in a ship and then they go out wherever the fuck they go and they build something, because humans don't last that long. They wouldn't live that long. So maybe there's robots that go out somewhere in the ether and build something, and then we could Starship Trooper it up. No, it's not Starship Trooper. What the hell was that show called? Stargate 1 or the fucking portal shit? I mean, fuck, bro. I almost couldn't fathom what you were thinking about, but I'm quick in maybe I'm not as stupid as I really think I am, because I came quick with a response to it. It only took me that long to be like, well, if we, boom, robots. Oh man, what are we even talking about, bro? I'm gonna lose all my viewers on this shit. Hey, good to see you, Kathy Grandmom. CND, good to see you as always. The claws are for hydration. They are a ladies' drink for sure. Yeah, you threw me off, bro, when you was gangster with it, bro. You had the headphones, you had the glasses on. You looked like you was Ice Cube in that motherfucker. And then when I seen you take the first sip, man, I almost ended the friendship. I almost crashed out. I almost crashed out on you, bro. I almost was gonna call you up and no, I'm just fucking with you, bro. I'm just playing, man. Do you? Shit, maybe I need White Claws and not fucking a bottle of Crown. Maybe I need White Claws. I just think they're nasty. I'm sorry. If you put me on a bitch beer, bro, if when we drink, you got to put me on a bitch beer, I'm drinking Mike Hards or just some ciders, like some blackberry cider or something. We don't got to do hard liquor. But bro, I can't drink those things. CND, I'm sorry. I hope you find her. Yeah, I wasn't. CND, me and CND talk. She looks out for me, and I was trying to, help her. And I just don't know too many people in the area where she's at, because I was like, hey, what city you in? What state you're in? Because look, Unfiltered could tell you, I've been around. The dude got a map of me, and I'm almost in every fucking state. I know people. I can reach out to people. And so I just don't know anybody in that area, because I would try. I'd be like, homeboy, can you go down there and try to find so-and-so? She's involved in whatever. Mom wants to just find her, But unfortunately, out of all the places I've been, it's one area where I can't help out CND. So I'm sorry. And while I'm not technically praying and doing the God stuff, because I'm still trying to find it, I do send good mojo. I do that. So Rick, that is the only answer. Unfiltered mentioned black holes. And so something like that is the only possible answer. Well, you know what? Who the fuck is signing up for that? Are we putting all of these guys? Are we putting the wood chipper guys into the black hole? Are we putting the wood guys, right? Yeah, we're doing that, right? The wood chippers go first, right? Right? Somebody's got to go through that motherfucker. It ain't me. It ain't fucking me. Oh, man, if the earth is going, I'm staying here. I'm riding the bitch out. Let that I'll go to wherever that, if it was a meteorite that said they were going to take us out, bro, I'm doing everything I can to get where that motherfucker's going to hit the hardest, bro. I'm just going to look at that bitch while it's coming, because you ain't getting me in outer space. And you definitely ain't putting me in no motherfucking black hole, bro. I'm too old. I'm a tough guy. I'm a hard guy on some shit, but I'm not. I'll let that motherfucking meteorite touch me on the forehead before I go. I'll let that motherfucker kiss me on the forehead, bro. It'll be this motherfucking forehead, guys, against the fucking meteorite ending fucking earth killer, bro. It's going to be my forehead and that motherfucker. I might got a chance. Yeah, I'm just letting Unfiltered know it ain't gonna be hard liquor with me, man. It'll probably be some ciders and shit, because there's so many good actual like ciders in Portland, bro. Kamala, yes, mental illness, and then started medicating with street drugs. Now she is lost mentally and physically for the last few years. Man, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry, CND. I wish I could have had family like you that cared about me when I was going through my shit. Some people have that and they go down it, but man, sometimes I look at it and I'm like, man, if I could have just had that. I mean, I had my auntie, right? But the thing was, my auntie's across the country. So if Will's doing right here and just in his own place, going down the rabbit hole, auntie calls, hey, William, how you doing? And I'm like, hey, I'm great. All she can do is take my word for it. It's not like she sees me every day. So I wish I would have, no, it is what it is. My middle daughter is sane, but I know where she is, breaking my heart. Yeah, sorry, Kamala. Sorry, man. That's a tough thing. If I was there, I would help her look. Of course you would, Barbara. Shit. Barbara would be like out the door in the truck down the road before she forgot the mom. Like, Barbara, you need the mother to be able to guide you down these streets. Barbara would be 3 blocks down and turn around to go back and get lost. She wouldn't even know how to get back to the house. I'm just playing. Walking is good for the mind, body, and the soul. Yes, facts. Addiction is one of the roughest diseases of them all. Help those you love struggling with mental health naturally. Look to herbal remedies and being in nature. Stay hiking, y'all. I'm sure a lot of people care too much. I mean, I care too much, weirdly as that sounds. I mean, I think there's a lot of caring people. I mean, obviously, all you guys in chat, right? So, anyways, guys, we'll be on here for a few more minutes. I usually have a lot to talk about, but we kind of covered what I wanted to talk about. This is like usually it's the daily walk, but now we got this going on. We got this nice Mac computer, so. Are you still walking daily? I miss the daily walk streams too. Oh yeah, I always walk. You have a grandson that's bipolar. Sorry to hear that, Barb, but tell you what, they got the best fucking grandma, so that's a good thing. I'm not sure. I got this, bro. I got my setup on a motherfucking TV tray dinner table thing, but Unfiltered got me this other screen. I have it and I can hook it up, but I don't know anywhere. I can't set it nowhere, so I'm waiting for a table. Why does shit got to be so expensive? Like, go on Amazon and look, guys, to get a decent sized little table. I don't need shit with shelves and all this shit. Just a flat top. 120 bucks. You see ones for like 60 and it's just a flat thin. And then when you look at the reviews and you go down to see how big it really is, it's this damn near the same size as my TV tray. So it's wild that just having something to set my shit on is so expensive. But my goal is to have this other monitor because sometimes I still got to get up here because the chat is so small. And so that's why I keep doing that, is because I'm trying to read you guys and interact. But motherfucking what's it called? Unfiltered is like, bro, I want to send you to a $30,000 treatment center. Hey, bro, can you get me a table? I'm saying, like, bro, can we, like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, but the only reason he Unfiltered said that, he's not paying that much. He just knows people up there. And when they have a bed, you know, when they have a group of men or whoever come in and there's a bed, they try to give it to somebody because, I mean, it's just going to be wasted. So Unfiltered, I'm still going to take you up on that. No matter how good I'm doing, it could be months from now. If a bed opens up, let me know, man. I'm taking the trip. Maybe I'll meet Robert Downey Jr. or MGK or maybe even Eminem. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding, guys. That's where these people go, though. They go to the ones that cost $30,000 plus, guys. The famous people. That's I'm pretty sure where they go. The ones that cost so much. I'm curious to see what the food tastes like in that place. You know, they got to have a professional chef. Like, I'm going for mental health, but I'm going for the food. Who cares about naked bike rides? Not me. I'm not trying to see willy whackers hanging around. The fuck's with the naked bike riding? I never understood that. Like, what is actually the belief and the thought behind that? Like, we live in a fucking strange ass world, man. And we've kind of lived in one for a little bit. Well, one day when I run into you, drinks on me. Maybe, Patty. I'm not necessarily sure we'll ever see each other, because I'm not, you know, in that sphere. I mean, I'm a conservative, but I don't go to the flag waves and I don't go to these other things because I'm not trying to implant myself into a situation, right? I got to work on myself. And I think that's where I'm going to be, just working on myself every day. And so going to these, you know, flag waves or protests or these things, just, yeah. 14 years sobriety in this bitch for me. You got this, Will. 14 years, bro. That's damn near half of your life, youngin'. Congrats to you. I wouldn't want to see it. Don't understand. Okay. 15 years, or no, 14. Isn't it 15 years that you get a coin? Like, is 15 years where you get like a really good coin? I forget. I just know that my sister was going through AA, and certain, you know, I would go with her. And what's funny is people would be like, William, do you want to share today? And I'm like, I'm here to support my sister. I'm not an alcoholic or anything. And they'd be like, oh, okay. Everybody thought I was in denial. It's so crazy. Like, everybody thought I was in denial, but I literally went with my sister so she would keep going. I supported my sister. I 100% did. So sometimes, guys, if you got somebody struggling, go to AA with them, go to NA with them, go with them. Even if you're not one, support your friend. If that's what they're trying to do, but they got other friends that are over here lighting the meth pipe, smoking the marijuana, sipping the liquor, and you could be like, oh, let's go, I got you. Let's go. You know what I mean? You ain't got to be an addict to help your friend that's an addict. You see? And a lot of times you go to these AA and NAs, and I bet you Guy will tell you, there's people that are court ordered to go to these things. So right outside when they leave, they're doing whatever their choice of a drug or liquor is right there before and after the meeting. So for somebody who's really trying to change, how can you do that in a situation? You got to be a real tough, right? Somebody who wants to change and then they see a trigger. They're like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Triggers are hard. So what keeps you sober is the Bible. Staying busy is a must. Yeah. They have the, I'm not going to say this. I'm sorry, Barbara. I don't. So many people are divided on certain things, man, but it's whatever, man. It's got to be division in everything in this fucking world. Can't be just common sense. I think calling somebody out of their name is wrong. That's my opinion. Then again, I grew up different though. I grew up in Detroit. I grew up around certain individuals. And, you know, if you go out, right? I don't care who you are, what race you are. If you go out to really get some clicks, to get some hate, just to say a word, to get a rise out of a person, whatever the word is, everybody gets it. Every race gets whatever bad word it is for the race. Everyone. I'm not saying anybody's innocent. And I'm not saying anybody's more guilty than the other one. But like, why the fuck do you got to go out and just say certain things that you know is going to trigger people? And then you might get the trigger that you don't want. Or maybe you get the trigger you're trying to prove. I don't know. I don't know, man. So there's some things on this channel now that it's kind of, I'm doing this type of walk, I really can't comment on. And some of them I couldn't even comment on when I was doing the hateful shit. But I just think calling somebody out of their name is wrong. And I'll leave it with that. Anybody. Will, you have grown so much in the last 10 days or so. God is good. Thank you, Kamala. I'm not sure. I didn't do the AA after the 3rd year. Well, shit. Good on you, man. Good on you. Not everybody needs the program right there. It's living proof. Not everybody needs the program. You just need good people. Congratulations to all the people who have recovered. 30 plus years for me. Okay. Good on you, Kamala. Okay, I'm trying to just, yesterday was embarrassing watching the so-called patriots harassing grown women. Ooh, I don't know if I want to touch on that, bro. Because then it's hate. People says William over there is talking to hate, talking to trash. But you know, I do, now that I think about it, I do want to say one thing about just something I saw yesterday. It sucked. And people did say they were sorry for the interaction. I do want to make this a point. When it became known, people did say they were sorry. But I saw a situation that was like, a woman comes out, she's like, hey, she went to that Charlie Kirk thing and comes out, hey, and some group of people look over and like, oh, did you know, this type of thing. And I'm like, you can just see in the face, she was hurt. I think it seemed like she was yelling across the street to show some support. And a group of people just yelled back at her like she was Antifa or a protester. And they had to swallow the words, and then they said they were sorry. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm not talking shit on nobody. Of course, somebody might try to clip this, and did you hear this, and did you hear that? I'm not saying names. And again, they said they were sorry, but that I've had to swallow my tongue before, right? And I do feel bad for the one lady I saw. I mean, she was just trying to really say hi, and she looked real sad walking away. And I felt for her in that moment, right? Say you just want to meet a group of people, you're like, hey, and then you're being portrayed as something you're not, just because you might be in black, or you just whatever. You got out of what you see what I'm saying, like that. Oh man, I hope she's okay. That would have hurt me, right? Imagine that's me. Hey man, oh you know, like oh shit, that's fucking sucks. But yeah, so somebody might clip that and say I'm talking shit. I'm not. The people involved said they were sorry. So yesterday, a trans almost snatched my flag. Very aggressive. Where were you at, Kamala? What was you up there at the Charlie Kirk thing? Well, check out the link. Bowie was detained by DHS. They let him go. So what's with DHS grabbing people and letting them go? Do they have a court date? Or is it they just run out there, they grab you, they look like they're cool, and then they release you with nothing? Because I feel like if there's a court date, they should be allowed to say, you can't be X amount of blocks from ICE, right? Or do they not do that? Do they just literally snatch you up, I guess, hold you for a couple hours and let you go? They do it all over again? That's what they really do? Like, is there really no, charges behind any of that? They just, because listen, man, if they really are just grabbing you and holding you for a couple hours and then letting you go, what the fuck is the point of that even then? So, yep, the cats, I got the window open, guys. They're getting some fresh air before it gets a little warm. I like to open this window here. It's got a screen, and I know cats can try to get through it, but whenever this window is open, I'm super focused. They don't try to get through it, obviously, because they know this is home, this is daddy, this is where food is. And they just kind of watch the butterflies. There's not much view of it. They watch the butterflies. Sometimes a crow come, and I got the bird feeder up there. I've gotten bluebirds and redbirds, or they're called robins. I don't even know what they're called. I almost want to get a hummingbird feeder. But the problem is, then I'll look like fucking Fat Mike, because that's what Fat Mike does. Oh, I got a hummingbird feeder. And fuck you, bro. Cool, get your little hummingbirds, bro, but you a real piece of shit. Like, I'm not trying to look at you, bro, on your little YouTube doing hummingbirds, bro, while you a hateful ass terrorist. Just saying. You pull stop signs, bro. The motherfucker pulls stop signs out of the road. How is a car supposed to? What if you come in from out of town and you don't know that area? And what if you hit somebody, bro? He's lucky that somebody did not get hit and killed because he removed that sign. Because guess who would be responsible, guys? Yeah, it's a misdemeanor probably for just taking the sign out. But imagine if somebody was to get hit and killed down there. I'm being honest with you guys. He would be fucking done. And he tipped over the dude, Jerry in the wheelchair. I can't say shit on YouTube, bro. No court date, no arrest, just detained and released. Man, sometimes I wonder, should I go down to ICE and just piss them off and let them fucking swing on me? And just, but kind of do what Scuba Steve did. Just let him, because they were throwing stuff at Scuba Steve. But just let that dude hit me a few times and then call the police. But I feel like he wouldn't even be arrested. So I would have just got hit for nothing. Now I'm mad. Now I'm going to go hit him. And guess who goes to jail? You know, there's just no way, because yeah, I can go down there and trigger people, right? Just showing up and not talking, I bet you I trigger them. And if they were to be violent on me, right, they wouldn't get in trouble. Because man, to be honest, if I knew they could get in trouble for their actions, I'd go down there. Hell yeah. I'd let them swing on me, but they wouldn't get charges, bro. And that's the problem. And if they swung on me and I did something, who goes to jail? You know? And you know what? People are saying that we're getting a red governor, that we're going to go from blue to red. And I hope so. And it kind of looks that way. But we know how people come in and do what they do. Somehow these elections change. I mean, but here's the thing. Even if we became blue to red state, there's a lot of work to do. Oh, yeah, we celebrate. Red, yeah, the red wave. But then you got so much work to do. There's only so much you can really do initially, but then you got to go through your own little system. And again, I always forget what it's called. You know how the president has to go through Congress or whatever sometimes? Well, in Oregon, you kind of got to do the same on certain things. So it's like, okay, cool. That's the first step, but it's not going to be instant, great shit. There's a lot of work to be done. So don't go there, Will. Not worth it. Well, I'm not going down to ice. Don't worry. Portland ice is a toilet now. Stay out of that toilet. Yeah. You guys know I'd be the perfect person, though, for them to act crazy on, though. I would be the perfect person, right? Because we all know they don't like me. And they all know the situation with me and MAGA. So they would know that I would have no support. But you know what? I think if I was ever around an event and Tommy seen me getting jumped by some black bloc, you don't think old Tommy's going to come over there and give him a 3-piece? Maybe a 7-piece? Just saying. I really don't think if Tommy, guys, and I'm saying this, he's never said it, but man, come on now. We know Tommy just off the top, right? So, but I wouldn't want to put him in that situation either, right? Because guess what they would do? They would get Tommy too. So now me and this motherfucker would be in jail again for defending ourselves. Who wants somebody else to go to jail? Right? I mean, I know I've said it before. I never meant it. You can't defend yourself in Portland, guys. You just can't. Not if you're conservative, not if you're MAGA, not if you're just simply left. You might not call yourself MAGA, but you're left. I mean, sorry, right. You might not call yourself MAGA, right? Some people don't. Just a true hardcore patriot riding the red wave, right? You should be able to defend yourself, and you can't. And you guys got to remember, these people are labeled terrorists. Like, they're labeled terrorists. Me and you should be able to go and handle terrorists. But like I said the other day, guys, that's the country we live in. We haven't, while we've labeled them terrorists, we haven't made that super big move to start taking the terrorist apart like other country would do when they label people terrorists, right? Our country is too lenient. Our country is just not murderers like they say we are. Sure, whatever. You look at this situation, there's a handful of situations, right? But that's not what we are as a country. And so we're really not like that. It's going to have to, at some point, it's going to be Trump having to do and say whatever. And then it's going to become whatever it becomes. But that's why Antifa is not getting really snatched up, guys, and dealt with it, because that's not our, from what I've seen, I don't see us just picking up our own people or these terrorist people and just eradicating them. You know what every other country would do. So, or a lot of the other countries. So, yeah, I've voiced my opinion at meetings. Good for you, Barbara. I've been discriminated against by doctor and hospital because of my MAGA hats. Made me suffer in pain, withheld pain medication. What the fuck? You people got to get lawyers, man. People got it. What the fuck? Yeah, that's. Well, I'm going through something now, guys, on something, but fuck, I'm sorry. That's crazy, man. That is fucking wild. Just people get attacked for wearing a MAGA hat, bro. Some girl got attacked for wearing some, I think it was just some pants. Some Canadian woman or something beat up or hit this young adult woman because she was, I think, wearing some checkered flag pants, or I don't know what. She wasn't even wearing something that was MAGA, I believe. She was just being a patriot in her own right as a kid. Just hey, I love my country. And some Canadian dumb fuck woman put her hands on her. And now she's being deported, that Canadian woman. Like, get your ass up. Go. Matter of fact, bitch, take your ass up there and go with Bach. You and Bach would be just fine for each other. I don't know if any of you guys heard that story, but I heard it a few days ago going around the internet. Right now in our town, we're fighting over putting trap shooting range in for use, but let hog confinement up next to them. They really stink. Dang. Boxer girlfriend. There you go. You heard it from Kamala first. Guys, I'm not going to drag on with you guys. I do appreciate everybody turning in. Would you try the Kool-Aid pineapple? I've done the Kool-Aid pickles. I would do the Kool-Aid pineapple. But I'm not doing it here in Portland, bro, because it's wild. Like the Kool-Aid pickles, all right, but like the way that they're doing the pineapples, bro, and the price that they are for them, I could just go get my own pineapples, put my own Kool-Aid, and put a little sugar in there, and I'm good. Like buying it from other people, the way they mark it up, I mean, I get making some money, but that much more money? Mm-mm. Whoa. Keeping it hopeful has been here that long? I don't know what pickle she's talking about. What? I wanted to say something silly, but I'm not going to do that. But I don't know. I don't know nothing about no pickles. I'm just going to say there is no proof about pickles. Mm-hmm. We don't know shit about pickles. It was disgusting as shit. That pickle was actual disgusting. Like, guys, go get you a flavored pickle, but by no means do all the other shit that the little sprinkly popply things or whatever they call it, pop rocks, I think, and the fucking Twizzler weird shit and the fucking goopy stuff. Like, what the fuck? Whoever eats those and enjoys it. Keeping it hopeful got to expose me, man. Gosh, Lee. Golly. You're exposing me. I just talk. And I don't know how 30 people are watching me, right? Like, but shout out to you guys. You know what I mean? Shout out to my people, man. And it grows every day. And it is early. There's parades going on. It's a weekend. So there might be not a lot tuning in. That's normal. Usually I get like 70 or 80. That's okay. A lot of people are enjoying their time. So thank you for the ones that are here when you could be at a parade. Because if I was at a parade, man, I'd be at the concession stands. You know, I'd be getting the goddamn fried ice cream. I would be getting the elephant ears. And I'd have a whole bottle of insulin with me. Don't worry about that. What kind of parade, though? What parade's going on? Is it a good one? Oh, no. Don't say that. Barbara, why are you doing that? We're trying to move on from that. Nobody wants to picture balls hanging out and all this type of weird shit on a... What? What kind of a man rides a bike without clothing on anyways? You couldn't pay me enough. Nobody wants to see that. I agree, but you couldn't pay me enough anyways. You couldn't. We just had our small town America 250 parade. Awesome. Super awesome. You know, it's not attractive types. I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to see any of it. I'm a straight ass dude. I'm a straight male and I'm proud. It ain't no, oh, some people say if you're like, they make jokes. I forget what it was when I was growing up. Like you make, oh, well, you're not, Matt, I don't know what the fuck the thing was. I'm so old now, but it was like, they were trying to be like it's okay to get a little bit. There ain't no little bit of shit, bro. Like, take that little bit of shit and go over there. Like, it ain't, no. I love women. Like, what? What kind of man wears a mermaid costume? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. Bro, I call these things blowy, guys. I'm sure you guys know some of my terms. Where they dance down there in the chicken suits and the fox or whatever the fuck they're in, the frog suits and shit. I always thought that was silly. Now, look, if you're doing it during the day and shit, okay, whatever. I still think it's silly. But when it's the dead of night, bro, what the fuck are you doing down there? And then come to find out, guys, the reason you started seeing all the blowies, it was basically Antifa getting in these blowies and acting peaceful. Oh, look at the news. We're just dancing in blowies. We're not doing nothing wrong. All right, guys, we got a few minutes and I'm out of here. So, listen, if you guys missed the very beginning of this video, I asked just to watch or listen to the first 10 minutes of the video. That's all I ask. Because it's very important. The initial part of this video was very important. All the other shit is just me carrying it on. Also, if you haven't subscribed, appreciate it. If you hit the thumbs up, I appreciate it. We're well on our way, guys. My channel is looking good with the statistics and all this shit. We are on a trajectory and we're doing good because of you, because of the community. So also, if you haven't looked at some of my other videos, maybe go give it a watch. At the very least, just thumbs up, go to the next one, thumbs up, go to the next one, thumbs up. Thumbs up my videos, guys. I'm just saying. I'd rather the engagement than any type of money. Even when I get monetized, I'd rather the engagement than the money. So I appreciate everybody. Harley, oh, my boo-boo. Oh, you gonna twitch the ear, girl? Are you listening real good? Oh, you guys know what it is? Wait a minute. What time is it? Oh, shit. I'm looking like I don't know why I don't see the time on my dang laptop, bro. I'm so used to. Ooh, we're 45 minutes late from their treat, guys. So, love you, babies. All right, guys. Shout out to everybody that joined me. Good seeing you, Kamala. Kamala, I appreciate you. It's good seeing you. It really is. I'm glad you give me a chance to be a better person and forgive me. Salute to you. Basically, same for everybody else. I will go back and watch it. Well, thank you, Kathy. Blowies, bubbles, and whistles. Just 3 things adults have made more annoying than toddlers did for years. When Steak song came out, guy from our school ran down street naked. They arrested him, a week in jail. All right, later. Hey, later, John. Hey, good seeing you, John, too. If I didn't shout you out, man. Good seeing you. Guys, we're off of here because I will continue and continue. And I could do a 60-hour live and not stop talking. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. I hope you have a good Saturday. I hope you're having a good Saturday. For the one, you're kind of a little bit halfway through your day. I hope the rest of it goes good. If you haven't watched the very first bit of my video, at least the first 10 minutes, if at some point during your day or before you go to bed or you get time, if you could just watch it, I'd appreciate it. On that note, thank you everybody for tuning in. And a good thing is, guys, you don't ever have to wait for this live or this video. When I do it on my phone, it would be private. I'd have to make it to where you can see it and all this shit. When this goes down, you can watch it. And I always post it on my X. So on that note, Barbara, CND, everybody tuning in. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I'll catch you on the next one.